wasn't shocked that it was like that. So yeah, I think there's groups that complain more than black women. I think gays, and when I say gays, that's all of them. I think white
The
people,
L,
yeah,
the ULP.
every acronym you could think of, every acronym you can think of. Now, black women complain.
Oh,
Um,
let's the echo. Hold on.
wait,
Have you
no,
checked your
no, no,
connection?
yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. Hold on. Let me check this here. Hold on. Let me
Because it's right on my end. I got it right on my end.
test it. What about now? Test it. 1 2 1 2.
It sound better. You just yeah.
All right,
Uh-oh.
here we go.
Okay,
Wait.
hey, can y'all let me know if y'all can still hear the echo? But go ahead.
Yeah, so I think black women is definitely in the list of complaining. So I guess maybe compartmentalize it. If you give a subject that they're complaining about, it would probably make them be like number one in it. But I think a lot of groups complain, black women being one of them. I would agree with
Not
that.
gonna get into like okay. You don't hear gay people saying we're overrepresented in movies of doing something. You don't hear gay people saying they want people to believe that they women, then get mad that people believe that they women. You
You
don't
don't
hear like black women. Oh, there is a small echo. I think I hear it.
You still hear it? Let me see if
Mhm.
I mute.
It's only when I talk though. Hello? Hello? I don't hear it. Oh, all right. So but I sit there and with black women that they will complain that they getting too much like what's her name? Angel Reese. Angel Reese says she tired of being sexualized. Then she walk out there half naked everywhere she go. Especially when you're on the beach. You yeah, that's what I'm saying. The complainers. Like again, who do you see always asking for food to go back at restaurants? It's black women. Who's complaining about service? It's black women. There's nobody that you've ever seen that complain less than black women. They are complaining about the fact they will say, we don't mind who y'all black men date, long as y'all don't talk shit about us when you don't date us. Then when you date a white woman and you don't say a word to them, they still gonna tell you you hate yourself because you won't date one of them, or you hate your mama. You ain't never heard nobody say you hate your daddy because you won't date a nigga under 6 feet. Your daddy was under 6 feet. You never heard nobody say these things, but black women are constantly complaining. They will complain that people ask them to vote. Then they will complain that nobody asked them to vote. They will complain that niggas is trying to holler at them at the club. Then they'll complain that no nigga. You didn't see that woman that was over in the Philippines that got mad because she said she saw black men and they weren't trying to holler at her? Why was it their job to holler at you, lady?
And with I'm not disagreeing about what black women complain. I can't because they do. The most, I think it depends on the subject, but black women is up there. But I think, but I would never argue that. I can't argue because black women complain about everything. That's why I was telling you about that video where the black
Uh-huh.
woman admits that she was an alpha to a man that was actually treating her good. She lost that good man because of her mouth, and I guarantee you that mouth was a bunch of complaining. Guarantee you. And so I
We got
can't disagree. You're absolutely 100% right with that.
See, that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna bring in a young, beautiful black woman up in here, Miss Melanie. How you doing, Melanie?
Hi, I'm doing good. Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Melanie? How you
This
doing?
message is for you.
I'm not going in the green room. I don't care.
It should not happen. Let me ask you if I said no one complains more than black women, what would you think about this statement?
I would have to feel that it's valid. I don't take any type of offense to it. It doesn't sound like it's out of place. I mean, I work with black women. I have a mom, sisters. So, yeah, even myself. Sometimes there's things that I complain about that I probably should not. So,
I compared it in the show. I said black women are like Slep Rock, and y'all might not be as old as I am, but it was this character that would walk around with this cloud over his head, and he was always there. And it seemed like black women will complain. I got a black mom who complains about everything. I will offer her some food, and she will complain about something about that damn food. And it's weird. I'm like, if you ain't gonna eat it, fine. But damn, why is it everything's this big long ass explanation about how that this so I don't want to eat from their house. They don't have this. And I'm like, God, dog. The first thing out your mouth is a reason not to do something instead of it being a reason to do something.
Hey,
And that's like an odd thing. Go ahead.
no, you bringing up the food story. I remember one time, me and one of my wives and her sister, we went to this restaurant to go eat. So we all sitting there, and the waitress came and she asked us what we wanted to drink, and she might have took like maybe 15 seconds too long. And my rib, she complaining. Me and her sister looked at her and said, "We leaving. We not staying in here." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Because she's about to mess up our food because of the way you talk to her." I said, "I'm not about to get this food from her." And I ain't no bullshit. We left the restaurant. You do not complain. Like you gotta think about it. Why complain about the person that's serving you food?
you got to get the food first.
Yeah, at least get the food. Like be nice and kind, then complain so you ain't got a tip. Maybe get a discount on the food. When she got on that waitress, me and her sister, he's like, "Hey man, we ain't eating here no more. We out. We gone."
Hey, Kip, I told a girl I was on a date with, and this is no lie. We out there, we eating this girl, my girl I was with, and we were eating, and she was just complaining to these people, telling them this shit. And we was at an Asian restaurant, and Asians don't like for you to complain about their food at all. They don't play that shit. And so when she kept doing it, she was doing like mean to them. And I told her, I said, I don't like the way dick tastes, right? She said, "Why you say that?" I said, "Cause that's what they about to put in the next plate of food. Come on here. It's gonna be dick, and I don't want it.
Special sauce. Special sauce.
I don't, lady. I don't like the way dick tastes. Will you leave these people alone?" But even then, why do you think they have no problem complaining about the nigga about to feed you? Why are you doing this, Mr. Fantastic?
What's up, man? Hey, I came in. Listen, I have a rule. Hey, do you know how many times I've drove off from the drive-through? Listen, they tone get to me. I didn't hear you right away. What you say? What? Huh? Huh? You know what? Have a nice day. I done made the order and everything. Just drive right by the pay window and the fucking pickup window, nigga. You're not finna. Hey, I'm Tommy. I look. Listen, I worked at McDonald's for all of 2 weeks. What I can tell you, okay, is that there's always a slow person working there in the back, around the food, that's got a crush on the motherfucking cashier. Be she fine, be she ugly, be she whatever. Whatever he tell her to do, he gonna do. Okay? All right, Roderick. All right.
I just figure out my name.
Listen, man. Hey, look, bro. I seen it happen, man. Like, if you ever work in fast food or even like just the food industry, man, and the stories people tell you, dog, the mistake shit where people not even trying to be dirty and like some shit happened that's like questionable or whatever and non-malicious, and the food get out there, bro. You don't want to be like, yeah, bro. I'm none of that at all.
And y'all,
I seen a clip on TikTok, and the man got arrested while he was back there cooking, but he was making soup, but the soup wasn't soup. And the health department came and arrested him in the middle of. He wasn't one of us. I appreciate the fact that he wasn't one of us. Which we don't do stuff like that, really, to me. But yeah, he got arrested right there on the spot. It wasn't suit for months. He had been doing it.
I don't know how y'all do DoorDash and Uber Eats and all this other shit because again, more people in between your food, the more chances you got to be in tamper with. And I'll never forget this shit. Real shit, man. I was like, bro, listen, man, look, Tommy. One thing I'm a what they call a foodie. So I listen, man, there's only a couple things I give a fuck about in life. Food is some shit I really don't play with, right? I want that's something I need to live. I want to enjoy it. I want the shit to be how I want it to be. So this is a story, and it made like national news. This dude dipped his nuts in the people's salsa. And what made it so funny, y'all watch Rick and Morty at all?
Yes, I love Rick and Morty.
So you remember when Rick and Morty did like the tribute to fucking Tony, like it feels good. It feels good. Yeah. The white boy said it feels good. I was like, he was singing, he was dipping his nuts in the salsa, recorded it. And like Tommy is like, bro, now in my world, that's a free body. Okay. I don't care what happened. That motherfucker judge exhibit A. Probation, we agree, right? The state want probation, I'll do the probation, but I got to have, I need his soul.
He got to go.
He gotta go.
Gotta go.
So again, man, that's some shit I never. Hey, bro, you got what it said? You have no power here, nigga. You have no power here, nigga. They ain't got control of your food. That's last thing you want to hear is a story about you being involuntarily inseminated. Goddamn, that's bad. That's bad. It's bad business.
I say, hey, I do not like the way dictation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue with these people and let them put anything in my food. I remember I worked at Arby's when I was in school. Worked at Arby's. At Arby's, they have the big roast beef. They was in this big thing, and they like roast them overnight or whatnot. And when it's time for people to get them, we take them out on this big tray, and then we put it on the slicer. And you just slice the roast beef. It comes out in a little thing. Then you put it on the sandwiches. But the thing was kind of heavy and it'd be hot. So I went to take one of them out and it slid and fell off of the tray, hit the floor. Me and the white boy started kicking that thing. We were sliding that meat across the floor. Picked it up.
Sliding that meat is
put it on the slice. We
had Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, panel? I'm not aware of what you guys are talking about right now, but I tapped in because I watch every Tuesday Super Panel stream, and I appreciate what you guys talk about. And based on the topic, what are you thankful for and concerned about? Well, I'm thankful for the fact that we have this idea of family and love and relationships. But what I'm concerned about is the relationships not lasting. And the reason why I say that is because I've been in a relationship for several years, and my woman like demands all these certain things from me, but I can't deliver because she wants me to spend time with her. But then when I spend time with her, all she does is complain. So it's like, why would I want to be around that shit? You know what I'm saying? So then she gets mad at me because I isolated. So I'm concerned about that. I'm thankful for my woman, but I'm concerned about the fact that all she does is complain about me being a
citizen. Wait, tell me, is that the topic?
It's the title of the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
so what is the topic? If that's not if that's the title, what's the topic?
We're gonna throw some.
Actually, hey Tommy, if you think about it, remember I told you that video of that.
Yeah, but the video you just said kind of rolled into that. So
right. I think I sent it to you on Telegram. That
I got it right here.
Yeah. I think
this brother might be everybody else that's up here in the panel. Yeah, everybody that's on the panel, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let y'all see this and get y'all's thoughts on it. Because Cap, this was flow right into what you was You sent me. Check
He
this out.
can't even get it out.
For 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm gonna be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Like queen vibes, princess treatment. I ain't have to fucking work. I ain't have to do nothing. I'm talking about lift a finger, but my mouth was bad. And I lost a good man. Like she said, I have to do nothing. Like everything about him was good.
So knowing that,
I'm taking that L, but I still have to.
So you working on it?
Because it's other good men.
So you working on it?
Huh?
You working on it?
I'm working on my mouth because in my next relationship, I'm going to obey direct orders. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dolled up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my dick. Fuck your mother. Fuck everybody in this motherfucker. Man, fuck the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I fucked up a whole marriage. I had the nigga that every bitch wanted.
The crazy thing is,
and I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for taking
because now I have to work my ass off, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end of the day, and that's what fucked me up because I had the alpha mind.
That's why you have to heal yourself.
You put me in a soft girl era, but I still had the mindset of an alpha.
It's important.
I fucked up.
When you heal yourself,
that nigga don't want nothing to do with me.
It's two things, right? I always say, and I just said this to the last group we spoke to. Women don't understand that men are physically stronger than them, so a lot of women don't challenge a man on a physical level. So you guys like to spar with us with your mouths, which really affects a man. That's how you hurt a man, is about using your mouth.
Yeah, and I didn't mean all of that.
But another thing is, I want to point out too, is that you both ladies said you have princess treatment. You prefer princess treatment, and Eli got a big thing about princess treatment. You want to tell them
princesses for doing
about
I'm a mother.
That's what I was saying. It's too many grown women, too many grown adult women wanting to be princesses instead of wanting to be a queen. The reason you want to be treated like a princess is because you understand there's less responsibility. The princess has less responsibility than the queen. Like, so y'all grown ass women, not y'all specifically, but grown ass women talking about princess treatment. Like, y'all don't grow the fuck up and demand queen treatment. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what you said too is this is why there's such a concerted effort where you hear a lot of men talk about peace. And I don't think women truly understand when a man says he values peace. Y'all look at it as, he don't want to handle me, or he can't handle me. Like, no, like men have to go out to the world and we have to face a lot of like adversity. The last thing we need is to come home where we think it's a safe space to verbally combat our, like, that is a toll. And this is why some
like we ain't giving them no attention.
Yeah, this is why some men do step out, because maybe the chick, y'all, she don't look as good as me, or she not as blah, blah, blah. Like, but she provided him that peace, and that peace is way more valuable. And I think a lot of men don't understand.
All right. Hey, citizen, that sound like anything you going through?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. That piece is valuable, bro. And it's like I go to work every day. I run my own company, and I've been building my company for the last 3 years. And I've got my company up to the point where I'm making, $150,000 a year, and I'm paying all the bills. I'm paying for everything. But then when I get stressed out, the way I handle stress is I isolate. I stay away from everybody and everything because I'm irritable. So I don't want to be around my woman. And if she does something that could trigger me, I might flip out on her because I'm busting my ass to make all this money and keep everything going. And she gets mad at me for isolating. But then when I don't isolate and I spend time with her, all she does is fucking complain about what I'm not doing.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you tolerate it?
Because I'm in love, bro. Because I'm in love.
Love is an action. Love is not an emotion. As a man, that's what you have to understand. And so as a man, you got to understand if you're getting hate, because that's what you get. That's what it sounds like you get it. You say because you're in love, but is that what you're receiving? So how can you?
I'm not receiving love, bro. I'm not receiving love because I'm doing everything that's needed. I'm doing everything that's necessary for a man to do to maintain his family and the stability.
But do you understand that that'll never be enough? Because if a woman wanted a man, your woman wanted you for what you would provide, and that's what you're providing, and she's still doing that. Is that enough then?
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that because that's what I feel like. I feel like everything that I'm doing, it's never enough because she always finds.
You know what I would advise you to do?
To complain about. So I'm at the point before you say that, brother. I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be by myself. I'd rather just be by myself.
That's what I was gonna tell you. I would stop doing it.
Yeah.
And then she can learn that way. Like
Yeah,
Robert, like
I agree.
we as men, we're used to rewarding bad behavior. And women grow up thinking bad behavior is the way because they saw their mama acting like that and still got what she want. Like we
And
treat that vagina way more valuable than what it is.
yeah,
And what I
and
mean
it's
by
funny
that
that
is,
you.
but let me just finish this. What I mean
Yeah,
by
go
that
ahead,
is
brother.
not that the vagina is not valuable, but it's not more valuable than your mental. And we sacrifice our mental over that instead of saying, I'll put the mental to the, if my mental is not right, I'm not going to deal with the woman. And so that woman knows that about you. The minute that she yells at you, the minute that she try to check you, if you would have shut it down the first time, she would have either walked away or she would have known she did not have a man that she could abuse like that. Once
Yeah,
you accepted the abuse, it's only going to get worse. And so she
yeah,
knows
I
she
did
can
it.
talk to you any old kind of way that she wants. You still going to keep trying. At some point, you got to stop trying.
Yeah, because I found myself in a position where, at some point, I started to feel like I was just simping. Like I started to feel like
Yeah, I'm
all I'm
glad you
doing
woke up.
is just simping for this woman, and
But
I'm not getting nothing in return. All I'm getting is complaints and
brother,
shit I'm not doing
brother,
right. And it's like, you need to do more. And I'm like,
boy,
bitch,
brother, hold on, brother,
I'm paying thousands of dollars a month in bills to make
brother.
sure that you are comfortable, and you still have a problem. Like, what the
listen, I
fuck?
don't know if you can hear the Mr. Fantastic trying to talk. Go ahead, Mr. Fantastic.
Brother. Let me see.
But she's fine and I love her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Can you hear my man talking? Can you hear my man, Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Fantastic. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, man. A nice scholar once said, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off, brother. Brother, you got it, brother. Brother.
You got that one, you can get another one.
Listen, man. Yeah, if you got everything you saying, man, you got your own business, making well over 6 figures, you well in there, so on and so forth. You got yourself together, so on and so forth, bro. This is why I say you can never ever let a woman just be pretty and give you pussy, brother. That's all you're getting out of this situation. You have to have a woman invest.
$40.
But that's what I'm saying. Brother, you paying $150,000. So you know what I'm saying? You overpaying. So that's what I'm saying, man. If that woman, she has no responsibility, and all she got to do is sit around. Somebody got to echo. They got to mute.
Somebody got to echo.
Yeah, she got. If she have no responsibility other than just being around and being present, brother, and then she's being unpleasant, bro, you need to sit down and have a real serious fucking talk with her and let her know that she can be replaced, my nigga, immediately. Because otherwise, like you say, you're enabling her behavior. If you just, and I understand it's your personality type, but you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't like to be confrontational. You just rather be by yourself, but you're creating your own problem because you're never addressing it, and she's just continuing to, enjoy the fruits of your labor, fam, with absolutely no contribution. So yeah, man, you gotta do something about that situation ASAP.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because it's like she talks about how, she's like, I want to spend time with you and I want you to be around, but every time you're in your studio, because listen, I stay in my studio till like 6 a.m. most nights, because I don't want to go in the bedroom and lay in the bed with her, because all she fucking does is complains. Like, all she does is says, you don't care about my feelings.
How long you been with her?
5 years.
How long have you been with her?
5 years.
You got any children by her?
We got one child together. And I got 2 children outside, and she got 2 children from a previous relationship. So it's a bit of a complex situation. But at the end of the day, she demands what she needs from the relationship, but she's not willing to give me what I need from the fucking relationship. So it's like,
First time you talk to her about, you got 2 children outside. Yeah. You say you got 2 children outside. Does that mean you had them during your relationship with her?
From previous relationship.
Hey, 1 second. Tommy trying to get in there. Good, Tommy.
I just like to ask you. I want to say 2 things to you. One, I want to ask, do you need a place to stay?
Yes, probably. Because I live in my studio.
That's why you're there, because you need a place to stay. And
I got a whole house that I pay rent for, but I live in my studio.
I was about to say, because usually when you need a place to stay, you become what's called a homosexual. You try to justify the fact that you live in there. No, so then the next thing I want to tell you and all the rest of y'all this thing right here, because I'm tired of this and I just thought of this. People love excusing doing dumb things with saying I'm in love. Let me explain. In love is an excuse, and no one should ever want to be in love. Let me explain to you. Because most of the time when you use the word in front of something, it's usually bad. I'm in jail. I'm in debt. Usually when you're in something, that's not like a good thing to be. You're in a dungeon. You're in something.
I'm in a fucked up relationship.
You
And let
in
me tell you
trouble.
something. If you keep being in this relationship, you're probably going to end up with involuntary manslaughter. And you don't want that. So I'm telling you, you gotta watch what you're in. You don't want to be in love. And you say that someone that you're with, you're in love with them, but you're also saying that they're mistreating you. A lot of times you're in these relationships because of what's in your mind. And that in is the thing that will end not only that relationship, but it will end you. And because you're sitting here, don't feel good about yourself, have low self-esteem, don't think you can do better, you will continually be around someone who mistreats you, because at the end of the day, what you really are saying is you think you deserve that treatment. Because if you didn't think you deserved it, you'd have been unleft.
Yep. Or got you another woman and
Yeah,
stayed over there.
I've accepted a lot of bullshit, and it's like when I'm stressed out, right? The type of person I am, when I'm stressed out about things, whether it be money or the business or the company or anything, I isolate, because when I'm stressed out, the people that I love, I don't want to put that stress on them. So if I'm around you, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you that I'm going through this, I'm dealing with this, this is what is bothering me, et cetera, et cetera. And instead of doing that, I would rather just be by myself, be alone, and figure it out.
But you're not alone.
Okay.
If you're there with that person, you're not alone. And let me tell you something. If you really care about them, every time, even if y'all are quiet and y'all are away from each other, sharp parts of you want that a regular relationship, a real relationship, a loving relationship. So when she's upstairs and you're downstairs, you feel alone. It might not bother her. It will bother you, though. See, the person that doesn't care very much, distance doesn't bother them. The fact that y'all don't speak won't bother them. That stuff, they'll eat it up because they know you still downstairs. There's a lot of people who just want to know that him downstairs.
That's it.
They like him downstairs. They like him miserable. There's a lot of people that like being in a relationship with somebody that's miserable. So you don't like being miserable, but she's happy with it. So if that's the case, and I'm not telling you or anybody else to leave, because the hardest thing to do about a job is quit. The hardest thing to do about smoking is quit. I got this big stomach. The hardest thing for me to do is to stop eating. A lot of things that you get into, it's hard to stop. That's why I said don't use the word in anything, because typically when you're in things, you're like you're trapped. You're in something. You're in a glass bottle. You're in trouble. In usually doesn't have good things after it. You feel trapped.
Yeah, I totally do, man. I totally do, because I have basically structured my entire life around having a family with this woman, having a home with this woman, having a business that could provide for our structure. And it's like nothing I do is ever good enough, and when I get stressed out and I decide
you're not good enough.
Well,
and
you're right, and I feel that way.
Trying to impress them. Why do you feel the need to impress this woman? Why you don't think this woman feels the need to impress you?
It's not. I don't think that's it. It's like the way that I handle being under stress, because being successful comes with a level of stress, and the way that I handle being under stress is by being alone. And she has a problem with me being alone. Like, she assumes like I'm talking to other women. I'm trying to cheat, this and that. It's some goofy shit. It's some goofy shit. But it's like at the end of the day, everything that I'm doing in terms of my thought process, isolating, trying to solve these problems, all amounts to how can I make shit better for us and the children. You know what I'm saying? And she interprets that completely wrong. and she thinks that I'm just doing nothing
Does
but
she ever
cheating
give
on
you
her.
any
And
assistance? Does she ever say, "Okay, you going through this? I can help you"? Has she ever
no,
tried to
no,
give you
she
anything?
doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Diabolical.
That was my next question.
All
Guys.
she does is fucking complain, and she doesn't contribute a fucking thing. Nothing.
Well, at least she's fucks first.
Man, I ain't fucked that bitch in about 3 months, man.
You
So
just said
Oh,
all she
I'm not
does,
even getting that.
but you just said all she does is fucking complain.
No, fucking, not fuck and fucking.
Fuck, not yeah, right. Thank you, Mr. Vinton.
Not fuck and fucking. Now that's I can deal with the first one, Tommy. I can't deal with the second one, goddamn. If we hey, you give it that puss up, baby. We can probably
it is horrible. It is horrible. And the type of man that I am, and the amount of shit that I've accomplished in my life, I feel like I'm lowering myself.
Oh yeah,
to
so
maintain this relationship, and I can't do it no more, bro.
Yeah, so stop. So leave. So again, I know what it is. Y'all got the kid together. Y'all not married, right?
No.
All right, so you're not married and you got the one kid together. You worried about fucking child support or whatever, bro. Eat that shit. You'll make it back.
I ain't worried about child support. I go sit in jail. I'm not paying that bitch nothing.
Well, no, you gonna pay that. If you don't pay that bitch, then now you lose $150.
You say you don't care till you in there. Yeah. I ain't never.
Yeah. That shit sound good. It sounds good. It sounds good.
Take me to jail.
Nah, but honestly, I'll tell you the truth though. Honestly, I don't think she'll try to put me on child support because she knows how I feel about that shit. And I take care of my kid. You know what I'm saying? So anything that regards
a woman scorned.
Do I have something to tell you?
You ain't never seen a woman scorned, sir.
Yeah, get the fuck out here.
Well, why would she? But here's the thing, though. Why would she be scorned when I didn't do shit to her? I didn't
because she's a woman.
Because you ain't do shit to her. That's why.
You haven't done nothing now, and you're not getting the results you want.
Damn.
Go ahead, Melanie. Let a woman tell you.
Y'all fucking me up right now, but go ahead.
I mean, you're catching hell now, and it sounds like you're doing everything right. So what makes you think you're gonna get off clean? You're her meal ticket.
You with her, yeah. You're with her doing shit, nigga. What you think? You finna leave her?
Like
What you finna get out scot free?
You getting walked like a dog is what it sounds like. So when you decide to leave, let your first stop be the courthouse. You go file the paperwork first. It'll look better in the courtroom.
Yeah. I mean, if it came down to it, I'll put myself on child support, and I'll give her my income, and I'll pay the money before she could do it. Because if I do it before she does it, then the amount that I have to pay is what I decide.
This is not legal advice. This is not legal advice. This is not legal advice. Being that you have your own business, right? Being that you have your own business, use that to your advantage.
So, according to logic and fairness, you're not doing anything to her. But sounding by how she's treating you, in her perspective, you must be doing a whole bunch of shit wrong.
Yeah, that's what what she says. She's like, "Oh, when I tell you how I feel, you're not receptive of it, and all this bullshit." And I'm like, "But how you feel doesn't equate to."
It doesn't map onto reality.
It's just your fucking feelings.
Although y'all cannot ignore how a person feels. As a matter of fact, the Bible tells us, so a man thinketh. So if this person feels like you don't love them, because remember, you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Our feelings in a relationship should matter. Should they be the overarching thing? No. How we move? No. But they should matter, because think about it. When a woman makes you feel good, isn't it easier to sleep? You ever had that good feeling after you caught a good nut and you just sit there and be knocked out?
You got a woman supporting you down. You're right. Because you like in that video, the brother that's outside going to war all day, when you come home, imagine if you don't have to go to war at home, your mind gets to be at ease. It gets to rest.
Yes.
Because you got to go back outside the war. But if you come home and your woman is complaining, and then you're dealing with what you got to do with outside, when do you get a break? And that's
I
think men need. They don't need a break. They
and that's
you in the
citizen man.
Reason why
hold on, have you
ended right here?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The reason why you be by yourself instead of around your woman is because you don't get no peace nowhere except being isolated. When it's not supposed to be like that. If you single, then of course you're isolated. But if you got a companion, the whole point of having a companion is to ease stress. And when you don't get the stress ease, you by yourself.
Yeah. And let me just explain it to you this way, and then I'll let you go, Corey. I just got to explain it to you this way about the way that woman said that her mouth, the mouth will make. There's a lot of niggas that spend more time in a driveway than in their house, and let me explain.
I'm one of them niggas.
They're sitting. He said I'm one of the niggas. They'll sit in their driveway, and we'll sit there and have to prepare, go in, and mentally deal with being in that house. There's another one. There's a lot of men who either been cheated on by a woman or think that woman is cheated on them. And I don't know if any of y'all men have ever been there, but you know how you talked about, Cap, how when you worried about how you come home from work and fighting the world. Well, when you that guy, you can't even go to work. You afraid to go to work. You think she fucking. You afraid the damn Amazon Prime man to come up to the house. You are so worried about so many things, you can't go and fight the world or build. When that feeling I'm telling you about, Citizen Man, it matters on both sides. You cannot have this woman not feel a certain way, because what we're talking about is about how you feel. And if y'all can't get together to be each other's gas station, y'all got to be each other's gas station. When you come to your wife, she got to be able to fill you up, because you empty. When she come to you, you got to be able to fill her up. You got to be able to top her off. You got to be able to do all kinds of things that you would get at this station, so she can go out there in the world and continue to travel. There's nothing more. There's nothing more beautiful than for you to be around an individual that helps build you up. And there's no reason for no man or woman to be in the damn house with a motherfucker that break them down.
Right. You better find you a new house.
Yeah, what the brother Corey was gonna say. I want to hear what he got to say, because I'm confused.
Right, so
right now. I'm in a weird situation that I've never been in before, and I need to figure out how to navigate this shit.
So check this out. When was the last time you told her? I'm dealing with a lot. Not just isolate yourself. When last time you said to her face, "Hey, you putting too much on me right now"?
Man, I told that motherfucker that shit today. And you know what she told me? She said, well, since you think I'm not, since you think I'm too much, then you need to go find somebody that can make it comfortable for you and easy.
Then go find somebody. You know, go find somebody to make it comfortable for you. Because if you're gonna invalidate my feelings like that and you don't want to hear it, then we have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, that's crazy, because it's funny that you said that you mentioned that invalidating feelings, because every time she tells me, she's like, well, when you isolate, I feel like you don't want to be around me, and I feel like you're doing something outside of the relationship and cheating and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, I don't want to be around you, because when I do spend time with you, all you fucking do is complain. So when I'm around you, I don't feel good about myself being around you.
Why do you want to continue this though? Listen to what you're saying.
Right.
You told an individual to their face, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. So now she just heard it. Now you could tell her you don't want to be here because X, Y, Z. Then you have to deal with her and say, or she's going to have to tell you, will I continue to do this or not? What strides have y'all made to solve the block?
I don't think we've made any strides, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. So that becomes an issue.
Yeah.
It becomes an issue because you're refusing either to try and get with her and work on a way to destroy this thing in the middle that's keeping you guys apart. Because if it's like that, y'all probably don't even sleep together, right?
No, we don't.
Or you or one of y'all.
But let me throw this in there. Let me throw this in there. Because of all the issues that we've been having, I did cheat on her. And when I cheated on her, she decided to sleep in separate rooms. And it's been 3 months since we've been sleeping in separate rooms. And I'm like, this shit is over with. I'm fucking other bitches. I'm not fucking with you no more. Because we're in separate rooms. We don't sleep in the same bed. And if we don't sleep in the same bed, it's only a matter of time before you end up sleeping in some other nigga's bed. So I'm fucking all these hoes.
And this is why.
But I haven't yet. But I'm mentally preparing myself for that outcome, because that's where that shit leads.
Let me ask you a question. Before in your mind, you cheated on her. Was it like that already?
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. I ended up cheating because
wait, I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
So you're saying before you cheated, she didn't act the way that you acting. But when you did cheat, that's what made her act the way that she acted.
Yes. So it's not all her fault. It's partly my fault. But what
But now
drove
we
me
kind
to
of get
cheat,
into why he's accepting the abuse, Tommy. The
what
guilt.
drove me to cheating was the fact that no matter what I did, it always felt like it wasn't enough.
So you
And
thought cheating was gonna make it better?
Yeah.
well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. It made me feel like no matter what I did, she wasn't going to like me or accept me. So when
I'm asking,
cheated,
you thought
so when I
cheating
cheated
with another woman was gonna make it better?
And well, it made me feel like a bitch liked the nigga. That's why I cheated.
It made
Because I
you feel
wanted
like
a
a
bitch
what?
to like the
Listen,
nigga.
listen to what I'm saying. See, no matter what it is that you get outside of your house, guess where you live?
In my house.
So no matter how much you fix out there, no matter how great you feel, as a matter of fact, the better the nut is that I get outside of my house, the more I hate that bitch in my house.
Yeah.
Listen to what happens. The better things are outside of your house. You ever been to your friend's house and saw how nice his shit was and came back to your house and realized how you ain't got shit? If you wasn't even thinking about that till you went to this nigga's house.
Hey, Tommy.
TV is huge.
Yeah, you're right though. You're right.
Tommy, Angry Man said, check your phone.
I already sent it to him.
Oh, okay, got
and here's the thing. Like, I really love this woman. And the woman that I cheated with, I don't even like that bitch. I just did it because I just wanted a moment to feel like you know
you needed your
what the fuck. And somebody wanted me, and I was valuable in some sense. And it was some low self-esteem, insecurity shit.
Outside of the house
totally was.
Okay, listen to what you're saying.
Tell him.
I got to get y'all all to understand this, please.
Right.
Working on your relationship outside of your relationship is not working on your relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not.
Yeah.
And if you're going to stay in it, then that means you want it to get worse. And when you add on crap to crap, it's just getting worse. You just added another layer of fucked upness to your relationship by adding cheating to it and then stayed in it. So you now want to stay in it. Now, either both of y'all, some motherfuckers that don't want to be alone, so y'all staying with each other, sleeping in different parts of the house because you're scared to be alone, because just like you cheating, she cheating. She ain't just sitting up there being, she is and she should. So y'all both.
God.
No, I already know. Look, Tommy, I already know what time it is. I'm not looking for relationship advice to try to fix my relationship or anything like that. What I'm trying to figure out is how the fuck do I move forward?
Wait. He said I ain't looking for no advice, but how do I move forward? Nigga,
without avoiding this shit. No. I'm not looking for a relationship advice to fix the current relationship. I know that shit is done. That shit is cooked. But I'm trying to figure out, how do I avoid finding myself in this position in the future? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Don't pay for the bitch everything up front, bro. Don't be paying money and buying the bitch, bro. That doesn't sound like you did. And then even furthermore, so she had kids, you had kids, it's like balanced. Then y'all have another kid. Come on, man. Nah, bro.
And then did you see any of these warning signs when you was first talking to her?
No, not at all.
That's a lie. You a lie.
Not at all.
You lying.
And I didn't see it.
You're lying.
Tazaria, hold on, Cap. Hold on, Cap.
Greatest detective in the world couldn't get it.
At the time, it was all going down in the beginning. I didn't see it because I was blind to it. But now that I'm in the position that I'm in, and I'm looking back on all that shit,
so then
now I'm starting to see.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That means you did see the signs, but vagina blinded you. Tommy, what did I say before he joined? We put vagina high.
Yeah.
We put vagina like it's the stock is high. We don't look at their, we don't look at their mouth. We don't look at their mental. We don't look at all of that, which is supposed to reduce the value of the vagina.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand? Like, you'll find brothers I always say this. You'll find what people perceive as a handsome brother with a sister that's not as handsome, and you'll be like, damn, how did she get him? I guarantee you her mouth is not loud, her mouth is not this, because that's a value that vagina can't outweigh. But when you
just real quick, Cap. I don't want her to be handsome in the first place, brother. She
oh my bad. You know what I'm
hold on. Wait, Mr. Fantastic. Actually, he's correct. The origin of handsome was what they used to call women.
Oh,
well, this now I know he's an Israelite brother. Listen, I respect his biblical knowledge. I respect his biblical knowledge and historical context. We in 2025, brother. There's too many transformers out here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Which definition is that? Is that 1, 2, or 3 for handsome? Which one?
You see how these people telling y'all I was correct?
I never doubted it, brother.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Tommy, I respect you, and I respect you and Captain Zaryak's historical context and wisdom. But we in 2025, brother. There's too much shit going on out here. No handsome women. Okay, handsome woman, man.
No, I appreciate that, but brother, what I would warn you of is, and I warn men and women this, man. Y'all, we all see the signs of a monster in the beginning of a relationship. Yes. But that ass or them titties or them lips or them eyelids blinds you from it. For women, it might be his chest, his money, etc. You know he got a reputation for beating bitches' ass, but you think you the one bitch he ain't gonna beat. And then when he beat your ass, you're like, yeah, I knew he was doing that, but I didn't think he would do it to me. Yes, because you're accepting it. So when you see bad behavior, you got to always remember there could be a woman that does not have bad behavior. But if you accept their bad behavior, that's what you signed up for. And I'm sure she gave you that attitude. She gave you that mind state when you had them blinders on. And once you accept it, that's it. So if there's any lesson you're going to take away, like what Mr. Fantastic said about spending money on them, giving everything, you want to take that too. But you need to look at them signs. And if you see a monster, run from the monster.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question for y'all, and I want Tommy, Captain Tazaryak, and I definitely want Angry Man's input on it, and Mr. Fantastic, and the sister on the panel. I can't really see your name because my screen is really small.
Melanin Legacy.
Melanin. Sorry, Melanin. I apologize. I want you guys' input on this. Now, the current state of my relationship is, and the cheating happened way back in February. And get this, the cheating wasn't even me sleeping with the chick. It was just me calling her.
Before you get into
it, was just me calling her to set it up, and I never called her back. Right?
You said the cheating happened. Wait, hold on, citizen. The cheating happened in February of this year.
Yes.
But you say y'all was together for 5 years.
Yes, sir.
So y'all was together 4 years, no cheating.
Yes, sir.
And she was acting like this for them 4 years.
Yes, sir.
Well, you said earlier that she only started acting like this when you started cheating. Now you started.
No, it got worse. It intensified after.
Hold on, brother.
Out discrepancies a lot. Yeah. Come on.
What you got to say, Mr. Fantastic? Go ahead,
but I have a question.
Hold on, 1 second. Hold on.
You ask me a question.
Go ahead.
Damn, I done called some.
Brother, attempted cheating is not cheating, brother. It sounds you said you attempted to cheat.
Right.
You didn't get no cheeks.
I didn't. I did
not. Oh hell no, brother.
I'm being treated as if I did.
Hold on,
that's
dude.
the problem.
Hold on. No, listen, man. We detectives up here. This man said when he slept with the woman, he didn't even like her.
Yeah.
He just said that 3 minutes ago that he slept with the woman.
The cheating.
I said I have slept with women that I don't like. And when the cheating thing happened,
that is not what you said.
Come on, man. Nigga lying.
I didn't. No.
It doesn't even.
You done came up here to tell us a story. Throw us off
in the flesh. This nigga's AI. He's lying.
It don't matter.
I'm not lying.
It don't matter if he lying or not, because the
Angry Man, it goes to integrity.
You got to translate it. You got to translate it into women's terms. Like him actually talking to the chick was already the violation. That was already cheating in her.
That's what I'm saying.
We said this might not be a true story.
This might not be a true story, Angry Man.
Oh man. man.
This man said he'd been with this
Y'all down
woman
my
for 5 years, and that she started acting like
nobody
this
forget
after
their
he
own
cheated.
story.
But he
Well, I
said he
mean,
just cheated on her in February of this year. But 4 years, he said she wasn't acting like this. She was slightly acting like this. So now he wants us to believe that she done went overboard since February. But the way he was telling the story was like she been like this forever. That's why we saying something, Angry Man.
The reason why I say I cheated, right? The reason
You
why I
gotta be
say I
quiet for a
cheated.
minute while we
Hold on.
citizen. You gotta be quiet for a second while we psychoanalyze this shit to see if it's true or not.
Wait.
I just want to clarify. I just want to clarify everything.
We need more caps thrown at him because
all the cap, all cap.
Yeah,
Come on,
this is
Tommy.
all
Grande Sombrero. Hey, it's Tuesday, ain't it?
Content. It's been great
It's
content.
Tuesday, ain't it?
Holes in this shit. You
My
don't put holes in the story.
Grande Sombrero, brother. Grande Sombrero. Bring out the tacos, nigga.
Angry Man got it. But let me clarify for y'all, right? When I called
He
the
said
other
you got
chick
it.
to go cheat, right? I didn't follow through, and I did not go through with actually fucking the woman.
That
right?
shit don't matter.
And and that shit don't matter. That's why I say when I cheated, I'm speaking from my woman's perspective. Whereas, because if she would have called another dude looking to fuck and he said no, I would look at it as she was cheating. So when I say I cheated, I'm speaking from that perspective. Whereas I reached out to the other woman, and it's not that she declined me. She was with it, but I didn't go through with it because I didn't want to, put myself in that position. But I had already put myself in that position by contacting the other woman on that type of time. You feel what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, and as far as my wife
this is why Tyler Perry writes
cheating.
movies in 20 minutes.
So you
This
giving
is
me
write movies in 20 minutes.
But let me know what y'all talking about, man.
I want to say this right quick.
Wait, before you do that, Corey, is your woman white or black?
Black.
Oh,
okay.
Oh no.
The cap. I ain't gonna let you try to talk bad about my snowbirds.
Where you going? Where you going with it, Cap? Where you going with it, Cap? I want to know where you going with that.
I just wanted to know the mentality of the woman he was with. That's all.
You knew that was a black woman.
Exactly.
I ain't know.
You know.
Stevie Wonder knew that's a black woman.
Nah, I ain't know.
Okay, but
all right, so
go ahead, Corey.
So one thing that should have been expressed, no matter what, if you poke the woman or not, is you staying or are you going? That's the number one thing, because either we're gonna have to work through this and get over that shit, or we're gonna have to go our separate ways. That should have been said back in February.
He's
right. I can't. You're not gonna keep make me paying for my one mistake. You're not gonna hold it against me for the whole relationship that I made this one mistake and keep on using this bribery against anything that you want to get your way. It just can't happen that way.
He's staying, and the reason why
I tried to stay. I tried.
Hold on,
Wait,
one second. I heard Anger Man was talking, but the mic is low. Go ahead.
My mic is low.
It's good now. It's like when you were talking, they couldn't. You were low. That's why they start talking. But I can hear you now. Go ahead.
He's gonna stay. Y'all still together, right?
Well, it's a little complex because we're in the same.
In other words, yes,
we're in the same house, but we sleep in
y'all
separate
still together
rooms now.
Y'all still together,
and we're still together. Yeah.
Y'all still together. Okay, so here's the thing: y'all still together, and I would bet that y'all probably gonna be together probably for another couple of years. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you up here doing a hell of a lot of explaining for a chick you don't want to be with. That's number one, now. Right? So here's my question, right? Because look, you say you tired of her shit, right?
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you was tired of her shit, if you was tired of her shit, you wouldn't be talking about this shit like this, and you wouldn't be with her if you was really tired, right? You ain't tired yet. So here's my question I want to ask you. I don't know if anybody asked him this already. What was the convenience of you getting with her in the first place?
I told him he needed a place to stay, but he said no.
Nah. It wasn't about place. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that.
Needed a couch.
Dick for rent was
no.
What was the convenient reason?
It wasn't. It wasn't money because I'm not in a financial bind or anything like that. It wasn't that. The reason was because she finding a motherfucker, and we have a kid together. I got her
working out with that woman.
And I want to work it out because I have 2 other children from 2 other women that were failed relationships because those women cheated on me. And I really genuinely want to build a family and have a structure
that's
that
the reason.
Doesn't involve baby mama, baby daddy bullshit.
That's the reason, and that's why you in the boat that you in. It ain't her being fine is the bonus.
Yeah.
The reason you in that relationship with her is because you trying your best to avoid
having another broken family.
Having another broken family. So basically what you did, brother, is you did the same thing a lot of brothers do. You allowed the world to dictate your shit for you. And instead of you saying, wait a minute, I see some red flags, even though she's fine, I'm not going to deal with this goofiness. So you walked yourself right into that damn situation. And I'm pretty sure that it was some goofy shit off the rip.
It was.
Yeah, you put yourself in that situation.
But here's the thing, though.
So let me ask you guys this: how do I get out of this? How do I correct?
There is no getting out. That's the thing.
Leave.
That's
what you do.
You did this to yourself, and you are just as dysfunctional as you're claiming she is.
Yeah,
absolutely. You haven't realized yet.
I agree, Brian.
You have just as much, if not more, responsibility in this because you have put yourself in this situation. And if you want to stay with her, what are you doing to work on the relationship? Are you going to marriage counseling? Are you seeing a therapist? Is she seeing a therapist? Because obviously what you've been doing ain't working. So if y'all are both unhappy and y'all are both still trying to stay together, you have to do something different and do some work and get some outside help from a professional that can actually help you navigate this, because you've been doing it for 4 years, 5 years. You are just as fucked up as she is, which is why you all are cohabitating together.
But Brian, you got to tell him this part. Hold on. I got to tell you this part because Brian left out one thing, right? This is part I got to tell you. First of all, I commend you for being brave enough to live in a house with a woman you told you didn't want to be with no more. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, this is what you need to do. You need to leave.
Yeah.
And it needs to be a surprise when you do it. Don't tell her you leaving. Figure out whatever her schedule is. When she not there, get your shit and bounce, bro.
You know what's funny?
If you gonna leave, if you gonna leave, that's
one of my OGs told me the same thing. He was like, yo, just stay there, just be cool. And when you get enough bread and you find yourself a place, when she at work one day, just pack your shit and
plan your escape.
Home to empty house.
Plan your escape. Because you better not ever watch it.
But let me say this. Let me say this to Brian. To what Brian said though, we did do the counseling thing, and when we would talk to the counselor, she would lie to the counselor and try to make it seem like everything was my fault and downplay her role in the dysfunction. So I quit the counseling because I was paying $260 a week for that shit. And I quit that shit because I'm like, why am I paying all this money for you to just lie to this white man like this? This is bullshit. This is stupid.
Okay, but
the counseling didn't work.
That counseling money, brother, just real quick, brother. Take that counseling money and get a fucking vasectomy because you're a notorious nutter, nigga.
I am. I hate condoms. I love
Rondo. Every bitch you done touch, you done put a fucking baby in.
I got 3 babies with 3 baby mamas, and I did not want this, bro.
Okay, do you see that? Do you see what your responsibility is in that? What you're doing, if she ain't working out in counseling, at the very least, you should be in therapy, bro, because you have to realize that you picked her and you literally said
3 times.
She fine and she got ass and I just want to work it out. But
you just think you picked her 3 times.
Had the nut in her and put a baby in her.
This your 3rd one, bro. This your 3rd one,
nigga. You ain't Steph Curry, nigga.
And you picked 3 times. You picked that way 3 times.
So if you left today and got away scot-free,
Yeah.
do you realize that the chances of you doing the exact same thing again,
Yeah,
being on this
great.
panel in 5 years, talking about, man, I got another one. That's what would happen.
Y'all can do me one favor, really
For
quick.
sure.
My man
For
Robert
sure.
C. He sent me a shot. Thank you very much. Cash App open. Thank you.
All
Hey,
right.
but listen, brothers. I wanna thank y'all for y'all input and y'all advice. It's been really eye-opening for me. And I know that I have problems and I have flaws that I need to work on and shit that I need to fix within myself because, just the mere fact that I even chose to go, to try to step out because I had problems within my relationship is a problem within itself. And that's something that I need to deal with because what I should have done was discuss these things with her before I even went that way. And if I was going to choose to go that way, it should have been on the grounds of we're no longer together. The relationship is over. We have separate lives, and I'm going to do what I need to do, to do for me. And I understand that, and I acknowledge that totally. And any criticisms that you guys have for my actions, I have to say I'm not perfect, and I didn't do everything the right way, and I've been a bit of a fuck up throughout my life. But I don't want to keep doing that anymore. And the fact that I have brothers that I can talk to that can lay this knowledge on me, it's priceless, and I appreciate you guys' input. And I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna work it out, and by next Tuesday, maybe I'll have a better report for y'all. But right now, shit is all fucked up, and I'm trying to unfuck it.
Hey man, listen to the first minute of "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Just listen to them words. First minute of Michael Jackson, "Man in the Mirror."
For sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask.
I got a question real quick before you move on, Tommy. Citizen Man.
Yes, sir.
How long have you watched Tommy?
I've been watching Tommy since like 2017, bro.
Okay. How long have you watched me?
I've been watching you since about the same amount of time.
We have failed this brother, Tommy. You realize that?
How
this
so?
brother.
Well, hold on a minute. They kicked me off YouTube, so it's not my fault.
No, Angry Man, how so? How so though, Angry Man? How so?
You can't blame Daddy when they take Daddy away from the kids and won't let him see him. They took me away from a lot of my brothers, and I've seen them be wayward since it happened. I'm really sorry for it. All I could do is apologize that the system took me away from y'all.
But
sorry, number one.
Angry Man, why do you say that though? What makes you say that though, brother?
Because I talk about shit like this all the time. Like literally, I talk about shit like this. Literally, how many horror stories have I gave y'all about my 10-year relationship, bro?
Yeah,
all the time I talk about that shit.
But you know what, Angry Man? I wouldn't say that you guys failed me. I would say I failed myself because I didn't take the advice. I thought I had it figured out, and I thought that I knew.
So you heard Tommy's voice in your head, and then all of a sudden you was like, "Damn, look at them titties!" And it was a rap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, I can't mad at him. Tommy has heard his voice in his head and said, "Damn, look at them titties." I have found myself right.
She has huge tits. She has very huge tits.
I know I'm wrong.
And I love those tits.
Terrible.
I can't let them go.
I know that there's some look. That's why I always tell niggas I have to give a disclaimer up front. Hey, I say some good shit. That don't mean I do some good shit. I do. I say some wonderful things.
Life changing things, brother.
Yes. That nigga said.
But if you catch me doing that which I said don't do, I didn't say it was easy to not to do it, sir. I just said don't do it.
Listen to what this nigga say.
Like them titties last night.
I know plenty of alcoholics who will tell you not to drink. Just because they drinking don't mean you supposed to say, I should drink because you drink. No, he giving you good advice. It's just the drink that got him. The drink got him. The tits get me. Tits do.
Yeah, the big
I can
booty
avoid a
got
lot
me.
of things.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. She got ass though type niggas. I'm one of them niggas. Yeah,
There's
You
your
know what
homework
I'm
to
saying?
be done.
It got
Smash
you 3
Brothers.
kids. It got you 3 kids with a woman you don't want.
and they all got ass. They all got ass
I'm gonna
though.
tell you something, citizen. You got a mental problem. That's what relationship
I
rehab
do.
is trying to tell you. You have a mental
Yeah,
disorder.
nigga.
You
I can,
don't
you
know
know
how,
what? I can
you
accept
don't
that.
know.
I can.
1 second. You don't know how to pick a woman. You got to your
I don't.
father raised you.
Well,
My
Mr.
mother and my
Fantastic
father.
told him he don't know how to pull out.
I had both parents in my life. I did.
But your father should have did a better job of pulling out and teaching you.
better
Yeah,
pull
if
out
he
game.
don't know how to pick a woman, he don't know how to pull out.
Mhm.
If you know how to pull out, you ain't got to worry about picking a woman.
So you better reevaluate, because I'm gonna tell you, if you don't get the help that relationship rehab said you should get, you're gonna pick a 4th woman the same exact way.
Yeah.
He's not going to pick her. He's just going to lay and come inside of her.
You can't even blame.
He's not even
Because in
picking these
this
ladies.
scenario, we can't
See?
blame the women. We can't even blame the current women. Like you can
I
blame
know.
him against that. It's
you know what?
not an excuse. Hold on, citizen. It's not an excuse how she's treating him, but he likes that shit.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a glutton for punishment.
Hold
Look,
on, wait.
Look,
Hold on.
hey,
If y'all don't mind, I got to address something. I got to address something. Is this a young whose comment section is this Kenya from?
That's mine.
She said, "Pull out don't work, lady. I would like to show you different."
hey, Brian.
I don't. It ain't even because I'm a nasty nigga and want to fuck you, lady.
Hey, listen, y'all.
I would like to do it for science. Let's see.
Hey, Brian, I
right,
disagree
so-
with you on one thing though. He can't listen to Man in the Mirror first. He got to listen to Poison first. Then he can listen to Man in the Mirror. Don't listen to BBD Poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile, brother.
That girl is poison, man.
I gotta tell y'all, we don't even get smiles no more. We just get big butts.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
No smile. That's what Cap was saying. You saw the problems up front. We see the problems up front, but we just sit there
Ignore
and first
them.
off, you think, because let me tell you, I've done this. I've said, I don't want to be in a relationship with this bitch anymore. I'm just gonna keep fucking her until I find someone else. Stop laughing at me, Melanie.
But
You had your citizen man. Next
but
day, you know, you done been with this bitch for 2 more years.
I've done that.
But in yeah, that's what you call it. That's what you call a freaking 2-year 1-night stand.
Yes.
Hey, hold on, everybody. Melanin, my sister. You're a woman, right? And I'm about to get off of here because I got to go live in a few minutes. Melanin, I want to know, based on what you've heard, what is your opinion? Because I heard the brothers' opinions and I agree with them. But what do you think is, one, my problem, and 2, what should I do about it? If you don't mind breaking that down for me. If you can do that, I'm all ears. So go for it.
I'm not really sure exactly what the problem is. I just know you have several problems. I'm not sure if it's her fault or yours or both. I think you don't have enough confidence. I think you need to do more reading, get in the gym. Yeah, I don't.
You never tell me what you think about me because that shit hurts. That
didn't help much.
But you know what though? When you said that didn't help much, just think about what she said. She said you need better confidence. You don't have that because if you had confidence when you saw the wicked shit, you would check it in the beginning. If you got in the gym and felt good, sometimes gym is a good stress reliever. I know I go to the gym a lot. That's why when I get off the live stream, because I get up 5:45 and go to the gym. So when you say that didn't help much, you're gonna make the same dumb mistakes you made in the first place.
But citizen man, let me ask you this, brother.
Yeah, Tommy.
You were talking about you messed around on her and whatnot, and that's why she started treating you differently. And you also said that you're not a fan of wearing a raincoat. Whose peas is the problem right here? Whose peas is the problem?
What do you mean? What do you mean by
is it your peas or her peas?
I think it's my piece. I think it's mine.
Man
I think
said
it's
it's
my
his
own.
piece. This man said it.
I think I have the problem, and my problem is what creates these external. My internal problems is what creates these external problems.
Yes, bro. You are the very bed that you're complaining about that's being shattered in. You're the shatter.
And you know what?
And
y'all right.
You're not going nowhere no time soon.
Yeah, and I think,
I'm gonna
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
He
why.
don't even grasp that part. He don't even realize what you're saying to him when
Right.
you say he ain't going nowhere.
No, I hear you.
You ain't going nowhere no time soon because you're still in that phase of, man, this is what happened, and I can't believe she did this, and all I was doing is this. You still in that explanation stage, brother. And that explanation stage can last forever. That's how women be keeping y'all niggas, because they be doing weird shit, and you be spending so much time trying to figure the shit out, instead of utilizing that brain power to get the fuck out of that situation. That's what,
right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For
Look at what Cassie did. Look at how long Cassie was with the shit that Diddy was on, just participating.
That was her
all
piece.
of the shit that she was all of the ass whoopers, the Chanel bags, all that shit she was doing. She was still
that was a lot of people's
peas.
peas.
Complaining to motherfuckers, but she wasn't busting a motherfucking move. She was getting bust on and bust in.
Yo, Angry Man, let me ask you a question, bro. How long you been married?
75 years.
75 years. That's a long time. I don't even think you're 75 years old, but okay. Let's just go with that. How were you able to make that work? How did that come about?
Well, it came about because, one, me and my wife get along the same way that two friends would get along.
Okay.
Right? So we get along on that level, which a lot of people don't get along like that. Like a lot of dudes don't like being around their wife. I actually like being around my wife. In addition to that, we give each other space. We're not always up in each other's face 24/7. And early on, I went to therapy about my shit. She went to therapy about her shit.
Like separate individual therapy, not couples therapy?
Separate. Hell no, never go to couples therapy.
Oh, okay.
Because if you go to couples therapy, there's more incentive to be on the woman's side, because if you go to the couples therapist and then all of a sudden, like a lot of couples therapists complain about the fact that when they try to hold the women accountable, the women stop going. And so when the women stop going, the dudes stop going. So in my opinion, I think it's better to go separately. You go get your shit worked out, she go get her shit worked out.
As a therapist, I must say, I have spoken about this several times, about how when I do couples counseling, the woman will get upset if you don't agree with them. But I also know for a fact that even if you're getting separate, you have to be able to get together and do counseling together. And the reason why you have to be able to get together and do counseling together, because it's kind of like, it's the best way I can describe it to people. If your quarterback throws routes and the receiver runs routes, but they never run them together on the same practice field and they're expected to play in the game together, they're never going to be in time with each other.
Yep.
So you have to get together after you've gotten, if you do it separately, because a lot of times the guys with me, they keep on coming. Let me stop.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck is that? You was doing so good. You listen, man.
That's crazy.
I was about to say, yeah.
What? Yo.
Like
that is crazy.
And
Tommy, you on time now.
I can't even agree with him, and I was agreeing with him because I'm marriage counselor too until he said that part right there.
That's dirt.
So what I'm about to use the time stone. I'm about to go backwards on this.
Rewind, please.
Man, Tommy, as long as you use that gauntlet to make my woman disappear, go for it. I'm all with it. 100%.
Man, Tommy, you was rocking, man. You was rocking, Tommy.
All right.
You was rocking, man.
Get them
You're
going,
right, though,
bro.
Tommy. Like, because sometimes when you got them both together, when they can't communicate, they can hear how it looks from the outside looking in. And like you said, getting on the same page. Because I marriage counsel a lot. And I do single counsel, but I always recommend joint counsel so that they can hear from that. So I agree with that, Tommy. But what Angry Man might be talking about is, I think the counsel you talk about is not marriage counsel, is individual counsel. That's what it sounds like you were talking about. Like you sound like you was going to deal with whatever affected you outside of the relationship that could affect you in the relationship.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, listen, everybody, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I gotta go do my thing. So I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all having me here. Let me say that. But I got one last question, Brian. I know you've been married for a long time as well, so I would like to get your input on how I can improve myself to increase my chances of being able to have a long-term functional relationship. I heard from Angry Man, and I appreciate what Angry Man said. And I know Mr. Fantastic, Tazariak, Tommy, I know you guys got, different situations, but Brian, you have a traditional marriage.
What you a news reporter?
I'm married also.
I kind of am.
He just named the panel and said, "I know y'all got different situations." Like, what is he?
But Tazariak, you got more than one wife. Tommy, you got a bunch of hoes. Mr. Fantastic, I don't know too much about, but I'm pretty sure Mr. Fantastic is single to the motherfucker because he talked like he's single. But Brian, and no offense to you guys, there's no offense to you guys because I might end up having.
I didn't care about that part as much as you just knew about all of it. That's the part. I don't know you at all.
Fantastic ain't just single. That nigga's happy. And the only reason I know that is because I see him on Instagram. He be everywhere. I be like, this nigga's happy as shit.
Look at how free Fantastic hair is. Even his hair is free. That
Brian,
free and happy.
Brian, I want to know from you, brother. How were you able to make your marriage work and make it last and withstand the test of time? That's what I want to know.
He ain't leaving, y'all.
My best advice I would give you is to work on yourself first. Be the thermostat.
Okay.
You need to be the one that's setting the temperature. But if your thermostat is fucked up, bro, you're gonna fuck up the whole temperature in the house. So you have to make sure that you are in tip-top shape and that you're constantly working on yourself to be the best version of yourself, so that you can set the temperature in the house with your children, with your wife, and all of that stuff, because it's all going to be work and it's going to be ups and downs, highs and lows, good times and bad times. But you need to keep yourself in a position to where you're constantly improving yourself so that you can be the person that's the constant and consistent leader in the house. That's what you have to be. And that takes work. And the decisions that you've been making are clear indicators that you're not there yet.
Right.
That's where you need to start.
10-4.
And this is what I gotta say. I know this is what I gotta say.
Okay.
I got thrown under a couple of buses, a train. I don't really appreciate what was just happening. How y'all done said things about me, and y'all don't know me like that. This woman that said I gave bad advice and angry man. Stop trying to pit niggas against each other. First off, hoe, whoever you whore. They love to try to pit niggas against each other. Why would you say somebody else? A good advice is good advice, you dumb bitch. I gave great advice, whore. You want to talk about what kind of advice I give? What kind of bitch is you? And you want to tell motherfuckers what I do? I don't do none of what you think. I make you think something. Just because my dick is big doesn't mean anything, lady. So stop talking about it. You just had to. The last thing, you citizen man, while you laughing,
oh
you
man,
threw me under one of those motorized vehicles as well.
No, I did not. I do that.
You said I got a bunch of hoes.
You got hoes, nigga. You talk about
I
it all
don't have
the time.
any hoes. I have no hoes.
Okay. Let me rephrase that then.
A perception of who you think I am,
and you get
internet. I get off this internet and I go eat a quiet dinner and I read the Bible.
So how do I characterize your position pertaining to relationships with women? How do I characterize that?
Did I not give you good advice?
You
Have I not
absolutely
been
did,
giving
sir.
good advice for years?
You
Have I not
absolutely
been giving
have.
advice that if people were to take this advice, they could then turn around and not only change their relationship, I've changed motherfuckers' life to where they repeated my advice and got money offline. So my damn advice got to be good. Not you. You bitch. I'm talking about that bitch. I'm talking about that bitch. You can't sit up here and tell me
Tommy.
my motherfucking advice ain't good when you done heard it come out of several miles, ho.
I appreciate it, Tommy. And you know
Life
what, Tommy?
changing.
And you know what? Your advice comes from experience, and I appreciate that, and I value that. Brian, thank you for laying for enlightening me on what I need to do about myself.
I would just like to say my longest relationship is 25 years.
Really, bro?
Just for the record. June of
now, how was it? How was it in the dark time?
No, don't ask for no advice now, nigga. June.
That's that light skin right there.
Nah,
25 years is long, bro. I haven't had a relationship that lasted more than 10 years, bro. So I need to know this. How the fuck did you do that?
I think what relationship said and what Angry Man said is good enough for you.
It's where it's at.
I just like when Tommy corrected you, so I said, let me throw my correction in it. My longest is 25.
Yeah, because they can't say things about it. And
thank you.
Now let me move the fuck on to something else. I appreciate you, citizen man. Let's move on to
all right, fair enough. Cool. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm
And
about
we
to dip
appreciate
out.
you being here.
I gotta go
We
do my
appreciate
thing.
you being here. I gotta ask y'all a question. The
I love
rest
y'all
of
brothers,
the people on the panel. Let me ask y'all a question about mouths. Do y'all think, because the last thing we just played was about this woman was saying her mouth got her in trouble. Do y'all believe that the mouth has been the thing to cause Black women the most pain in their search for a relationship? That it's been the number one failure or thing that's caused their relationship to fail? By show of hands, who believes that this is the number one thing, or do y'all believe it's something else? Mouth. All right, so Cap don't believe.
No,
I don't have to believe it.
Yes.
No, you said the mouth is the number one problem?
Yes, the number one thing that's caused them issues.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I want to start with my man. I'm going to start with Mr. Fantastic because he's been rather quiet. Can you tell us why you believe that the thing that's causing them, because if they're watching, a lot of them are listening, why do you think that the mouth has been the Black woman's biggest downfall in a relationship?
Because that's the number one thing they use, figuratively and literally. So, it gets them in a lot of trouble because, shout out to Angry Man. I just saw AM's thing response to the TikTok to the girl that was talking about niggas is sassy because they won't let a man win the argument. That thing, and it's like women are the dynamic has been switched to where they believe that they're supposed to lead the conversation. They're supposed to be able to say whatever the fuck they want to say. They're supposed to be able to talk to niggas like niggas. Women think they can talk to a man like a grown man, and then he's supposed to show restraint. Which again, I'm not for, any type of physical abuse or anything, so on and so forth. But this woman said it. That clip you showed, she said, "Fuck our own kids." What would put? How mad? How can you get that mad as a mom and as a woman in a relationship to disrespect not only the man but the children you made with that man? And women really feel like, Black women, for some reason, it's not like even, hey, we're gonna go back and forth, bro. They go to beyond hell. Was it Dante's Inferno? They go to the motherfucking lowest level. You feel me? And then it's this thing to where you feel like, one of the most painful things, Tommy, we know is like, emotional and mental pain hurts way more than physical. And that stays with you a lot longer. So I think what happens is these women say things that you really can't come back from, but then expect the man to come back from it and blame him when he just can't. I think you covered this, or I know someone. It was either Kenny Anderson or some NBA player. He was molested as a kid, and he told a story about how he told his woman about that, and she said she used it against him, bro. That's why you got touched while you was a baby, or got touched while you was a child. And women will do shit like that, man. So, Black women, bro, I just don't understand how and why. When it comes to the importance of words, and it's way more tearing down than uplifting. So being that they use most of their words negatively, and then the other part of that mouth, the way they were just putting their mouth on everything and anything, we gonna get into that. This herpes is scary out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't talking about his peas no more.
Listen, hey, it's crazy out here. hey, Tommy, these new niggas.
That. He missed that one, Tommy, when you made that one.
The hell out of that one, man.
Yeah. Listen, I'm good. But nah, these new niggas ain't even afraid of they ain't afraid of them 3-letter words no more, man. They talking about you just take a pill. They believe that shit. Like, nigga, fuck out of here. But yeah, man, it's just just way too much wrongful use of the mouth, as we say in the South, by black women. That's my take.
Even how she said it rather. I'm glad you caught that. She said, "Yeah, it was my mouth," and I'm glad that he's acknowledging it. But like you said, she thought the idea of saying "fuck my own kids" was a thing to say in an argument. And almost every black man has been in a relation. Like they put up a video of a photo, and they were saying this basketball player Dylan Brooks. His girlfriend said to him when they broke up, she said, I see why people are racist against y'all now. The funny thing is, my ex-girlfriend who was white said, I see why people hate black folks. But what she was talking about was the stuff that they had done to her because she was simply dating me. They did all kinds of fucked up shit to this girl to where she said, I'm not going to keep dating you if niggas going to fuck with my personal life and reach out to my parents and shit. This doesn't make any sense. And she's like, I can see how people can hate y'all. Y'all claim that you don't like racist people, but y'all messing with me and I'm not doing anything but dating this guy. And so she was talking that way. But they were saying how racist Dylan Brooks' girlfriend was. And I said, hold on a minute. And they called me all kinds of coons for saying this. I said, every one of you black men have heard worse shit from a black woman when she was mad at you or y'all were breaking up. And yet we're supposed to be mad at what this white woman said to him, but not mad at when black women say things like the baby ain't yours. You know how many niggas say they've heard that line from their baby's mama? That the baby ain't yours. I fucked someone else. Some of the wildest shit we've heard, like Mr. Fantastic said, you break this man down and then you expect that y'all get back together and you just say, I'm sorry. And you lucky as a black man to even hear I'm sorry. Most of the time, it's just they come back over with that stank pussy they done gave out to somebody else, give it to you, and that's their makeup. That's we back together. Y'all don't even talk about what problems y'all had. It's just we screw them, now we back together. Angry man. What do you think about that idea of they can tell us to listen to what the white woman say, worried about, you remember what happened to Kobe Bryant? Remember what happened to OJ? But we ain't supposed to remember what you did, bitch. I'm not OJ or them. I know what you did. But their mouth just becomes such a toxic thing that a lot of people are saying their mouth is an issue. Am I overstepping my bounds by saying this?
No. The reason why they think that way, like, they'll bring up Emmett Till, they'll bring up all of these situations where white women have done certain things to black people or black men, but that's simply because they want to try to scare black men out of dating outside the race. And they don't mind as far as what they do to us because they feel like they own us.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, dog. Y'all gotta let that last part sink in. He said, "Oh, they own us. Ownership." Melanin, do y'all feel like y'all own us? Be honest.
I don't know. I just think that there's a genuine hate towards you. I don't know if they think they own. It's just there's a genuine hate. And it's funny that you asked me that because I was going to ask you guys, where do you think it stems from? Like, I'm really curious to know because it is kind of on the next level. And no other one, we can't say that this is something that women do across the board. This is literally something that is a problem with the black woman. They like to say Mexican women talk to their men crazy, but it's different to me. They don't degrade, you know. Where do you guys think it stems from?
Let me ask this question in reference to that, right? The other thing. Did you see when Terry Crews talked about his mother inspecting him?
Yes.
Telling him to pull his pants down, right?
Yeah. He inspected his gadget.
Do you believe that black mothers feel like they own their children?
I think it go back to what Melanin said.
I think she
said what
hates
I've
the
been
father.
saying.
I think she did. Yeah, I think she did him like that because she hates the father, and you can see him developing into what you can't stand already. There's no other excuse for that type of behavior other than that you hate the father, you hate the black man.
Yeah, but see here, that's true, and I agree with that part. But there's also the ownership part, and the reason why I say the ownership part is there is because it's no different. It's no different than white folk when they was slave masters inspecting their slave. It's no different. Look at the way mothers that are single mothers, they expect their sons to grow up and buy them a house. They expect them to grow up and take care of them and do this for them, do that for them, all of those different things, to the point where you even have mothers where their sons are getting a relationship and they want the girlfriend or the wife to sit in the back seat and they sit in the front seat. And they feel like they have priority over their sons. And Tommy, you done dealt with this a lot. Every single time you critique a black woman, the first thing they say is your mama black. Because they're trying to re-invoke that ownership. Like, if you ain't gonna talk about your mama like this, you can't talk about me like this.
Or even worse, your mama dark skin. You didn't want, you too good for a woman that looked like your mama. Why the hell is your incestuous ass talking about anything concerning my mama and my dick? Okay,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm too good for a woman that looks like my mama. I think I'm.
I don't. Tommy, I said this.
The fuck I look like laying down with a motherfucker who titties is in their belt buckle. I don't want that.
Even crazier, Tommy. Imagine this scenario, Tommy. You fucking with this chick tough. Y'all fucking with each other heavy, so on and so forth, right? You say, hey, man, you know what? We're going to take it to the next level. Thanksgiving coming up. I'm going to bring you home to the family, let you meet the family. The bitch you been fucking, all kinds of crazy shit. Jumping off the chest of draw, swinging from the chandelier. And she get to the fucking door, and she staring in the mirror looking at your mama face. What the fuck you think she finna do? Run. Block you on everything.
Wait a minute. What do you think your family will do, though, Mr. Fantastic? Your family see you walk in with your mama.
Exactly. So
what
that's
what. Find this old bitch. Why are you with this old bitch?
why'd you fucking somebody? How is you putting in your dick in somebody that look just like your mama twin cousin? Like what's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? But again, I guess it sounds a whole lot better than it fucking, you know what I mean, than it actually does in practice.
Imagine a nigga look at you and be like, hey man, your girl look just like your mama. You be like, I know, right?
That should be creepy, bro.
Nigga kicked out the friend group. Get this nigga out of here. Uncle Phil, this nigga out of here immediately. Weirdo ass nigga.
Right.
Well,
Cap?
I just wonder if I could read some scriptures on the subject of the mouth, if y'all don't mind.
Please.
In the book of James, the 3rd chapter, it says, even so the tongue is a little member and boasted great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Because the mouth is like the smallest part. The tongue is like the smallest part. And it says, therefore, out of the same mouth proceedeth blessings and cursings. So the same mouth that's saying, oh, I love you, big daddy, I love you, this is the same mouth that's going to say you ain't shit, fuck your mama, XYZ like that. Proverbs 9:13, to answer the other question, it says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. And that's women. When you see a woman like that, you got to understand that's a simple. Now, here's the rest of it. Here's verse 16 of that scripture. It says, whoso is simple, let him turn hither. And as far as for him that wanted understanding, she say, stolen waters are sweet and bread is eaten in secret. So when we go into that woman, that actually shows how simple we are. Because as men, we have to be the ones to check it. Like that brother, I don't know if he was telling the truth about his story or not, but he encourages bad behavior. Whereas a man that what relationships say you got to control the temperature, he discourages that behavior. Because when a woman comes with that behavior, women don't like to understand this, but women have to be trained. That's the word I like to use. Women require a lot of training. Why
I trained a few women.
I train all of them.
Me and my boys, we train the hell out of some women.
And the reason why, because women have been allowed to run loose. There has been no governor, there's been no gate, there's been no boundaries that a woman cannot have. She could say what she want. She could do what you want. And that's who you're inheriting when you decide to be with her. And what you accept is what you accept. So it's up to you to say, no, you're going to control your mouth. You're not going to talk to me like that. You're going to conduct yourself this way. You're going to conduct yourself that way. And some women and most women are going to run from it. But a woman that understands that you're trying to protect her and help her, she's going to allow you to do it. And then she's going to thank you for it. Thank you, because I was a fucking monster until you showed me what I was. And then they're going to look at you. They're going to sit down with you, watching TV and watch and see all these wild bitches out there running wild. And she's going to be like, damn, I used to be just like that. And everything that I'm saying, as women getting their feelings about what I'm saying, men will willingly go to a big brother and get the same thing done to them. They'll go to, if they don't have a father, they'll find some authority figure that can actually show them the ropes. And so the difference between a man and a woman, we won't get offended when we say, hey, you need some discipline about yourself. You got to be a man about yourself. But women will get offended because they don't have in their mind state that I need to be controlled. I need to be tamed. I land right there.
Well, I tell you what, you're right, because I know I've trained a lot of women. As a matter of fact,
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Oh, Thomas himself.
And friends, don't forget.
Man, it's stupid.
That's how you train them.
Sotomayor Freight Company.
That's how you train them. But no, you got a point there. Guys, the reason I asked that question, though, about the mouth is because we do have a lot of issues with people arguing, well, this isn't how it should be. And there was a black woman who she made a post. And I'm going to let y'all hear this. And I want all y'all to hear this out. I don't know why y'all audience is laughing at me. This is not funny. I trained them. That's what I did. I trained. But I want y'all to take a listen to this woman explain how she feels black women are being done wrong. And I want all y'all's opinion, especially, I just really want to hear what y'all think about this. Listen to this lady.
Hey, good morning. So, hey, Queens, I got something to tell you guys. I went to a meeting the other day, and it was predominantly black men, maybe two other races, but predominantly black men. And so all of them were married or dating someone outside their race. And so they make the comment, I've heard this before, but I kind of ignore it because it's kind of silly. But they said, oh, they got into the comment of just the comments of bashing black women. And so I'm like, kind of like whenever you go to meetings, I kind of keep the same mindset I have in my husband's barbershop. Whatever they talk about in there is their business. It's like, I'm not here. I'm invisible. I only come out on Fridays to help you with transactions if we're super busy. Otherwise, I'm back in the office working on my stuff. So I kind of play whatever happens in the barbershop stays in the barbershop. What happens in, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So when I'm in these meetings with predominantly men, I'm here to make money. I'm not here to think about what you're thinking about. I could care less. I'm here to make my money. This is business. Anyway, they start talking about black women. How they don't date black women. How black women got bad attitudes. How we, we're ghetto. No matter how educated we are, it's still ghetto. There's weaves everywhere. Every time they go to the bathroom, they leaving weaves everywhere. Eyelashes, they got eyelashes, these bonnets. They stick at these bonnets and house shoes and, getting clothes from Rainbow and all this. And then they look at me as if I have a comment. And I was like, what? So then they start getting louder and louder, making these comments about black women, how we always, got something to say. Now, I'm not going to bash any other race of women because all women are beautiful. But I know one thing about black women. We are queens, darling. So I said, you guys want to hear my opinion? They were like, we would like to hear what you have to say about that since you're so quiet. Like I said, first of all, I really don't give a damn what y'all talking about because I know who I am. Oh, we weren't talking about you. I said, oh, I know you weren't talking about me because I don't wear bonnets all day. My hair and nails are always done. I'm presentable even when I go to Walmart. I said, I don't buy clothes from Rainbow, but if I did, it'd still be fashionable. Who cares? People buy what they can afford. It's not about where you get it, it's how you wear it. I said, and about the weaves and stuff. If you got a woman that's leaving weave everywhere, she just trifling. Has nothing to do with her being black. She just trifling. Clean your shit up. Clean up your hair. You leaving hair everywhere, pick it up. It doesn't matter. The eyelashes, I don't wear eyelashes because I can't see as it is. I don't need spider legs on my eye. That's just how I feel. Feathers. I don't need all that. That's just me though. But if that's what makes you feel beautiful, you do what makes you feel beautiful. That's not for me. I'm blind as it is. It has nothing to do with black women because it's more than black women that wear mink lashes or whatever. So I said, now that other rhetoric you're talking about, first of all, you got a problem with you. If you got a problem with a black woman, you got a problem with you because you came from a black woman. You came from a queen. So, if you got a problem with black women, now all of a sudden we so ratchet. So no matter how educated we are, we're so negative. We're so this. My question to you is, what did you do to make us like that? Did you drain us with your BS, with your cheating, with your beating, with your disrespect, with your lack of funds, with your excuses? Did you drain us to make us have an attitude? Because in the beginning relationship, it was all nice and peachy and we was happy. But once we got to know you, then we find out you're actually a liar, disrespectful, abusive, and jerk, an asshole. You really don't have much conversation. Then all of a sudden, we don't have nothing left to say. It's one thing about a black woman, when we done, especially a Scorpio black woman. I'm a Scorpio. Once you done, you done. So stop putting it all on because we're black. It's not because we black, because you black. Because you got a black heart and a black attitude. It has nothing to do with your race. You're just a dick. You're just an asshole. They're probably going to cut my video because I said the D word. But whatever. I get so sick of sitting in rooms with black men. Don't matter what demographic you are. Doesn't matter what level of education you are. You always got something bad to say. It's always a black woman. Oh, a white woman, she don't say nothing. Spanish women, it doesn't matter. No woman is going to put up with your mess. You come to the table, you got 1,000 kids you want them to take care of. You got baby mama drama. You got all these ideas and ambitions that are not going anywhere for years. We support all your ideas. We support all your levels of failure and success. We support when you want to go out and do what we support and just sitting. As long as we sit and be quiet is good. As soon as we say something to bring it to your attention, all of a sudden, oh, it's I can't stand. It's a black woman. It's her attitude. She's so disrespectful. Well, at the end of the day, I need you black men, and you start asking yourself, what did you do to not protect your black woman's feelings and heart? What did you do to disrespect your black woman? Think about, what did you do to drain your black woman? Now all of a sudden you got it together and you finally get it together after you have sucked the life out of us like a vampire. Then you want us to wake up like, woo, Lily, lovely, everything's great, after you have treated a black woman like crap. Can't tell you how many times I've been in a room and a black man disrespecting another black woman and the brothers just sit there. That ain't none of my business. It is your business. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a team for us all to be successful. We're supposed to help each other. You see a brother disrespecting a queen, you're supposed to say, hold up, brother. I know I ain't trying to be your business, but you don't got to talk to her like that. Now, sometimes women well, don't worry, get out of our business. Well, both of y'all get out of here then. But at least you tried to protect your sister. So at the end of the day, that was my answer to these black men. I just did rhetorical questions. What did you do? I know the answer. What did you do to make your wife so upset every morning that she wake up, she got an attitude? You can't help her clean the house? You can't help her take care of the kids? You leave every time she clean the house, you leaving crap everywhere? She's supposed to pick up after you, clean up, work, take care of everything, and just sit there, look cute, and be quiet? You don't even want to take care of your body? You're out of shape? Your teeth falling out your face, and you want her to look beautiful at all times? Be quiet, shut up, and don't be too black. Silly black men, please have several seats and stop treating us like doormats. When you need us, you dust us off. When you don't need us, you just step on us and keep on going. That's not going to work. Black queens, we don't operate like that no more. So it's not the problem of us being angry black women. It's you black men treating us like crap. Get your crap together. Get yourself together. And stop going into rooms bashing us. And then behind the scenes, we're all you have. We're your only support system. I hollered at y'all this afternoon with something else kind of funny. But today I had to check my brothers. Like, treat us like queens because we treat you like kings. Toodaloo.
She finally
Okay, ladies and
Where
gentlemen.
do we start? Where do we start?
Hold on.
with
Here's
this?
what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. First, I want to shout out the people over who are hitting the Rumble rant. Thank you, Sean. Sean said the donate button works, and I see all you guys over there. Thank you so much. I don't know if y'all saw how many people started just talking in the comment section. I tried to get as many of them as up there as I could. I could not. They were going that fast. I haven't seen it go that fast probably since we've been doing this. That was impressive. So I gotta ask you guys this question, and I need a show of hands. Who want to address this first?
First, I will. I don't care. Whoever goes.
Man was the first one to put his hands up. Angry Man, go ahead.
First of all, that's why her ass is single.
No, she said she was married.
She's lying.
I believe that,
She's
but
lying. Either
she said she was married.
Either she's lying about being married, or she is with a dude that is miserable. That one of the two, because she just did not quit. Now, here's the other thing.
She couldn't be with a good man. I know I said you. She couldn't be with a good man the way she immediately went off and described black men as a whole. There's no way, because or either he's sitting there thinking, "What the fuck?" But go ahead.
Yeah. But she contradicted herself a few times. In one instance, she said that, "Oh, well, there's been plenty of times I've seen a black man talking to a sister a certain type of way, and black men just be sitting there listening. They don't say nothing. It takes a village." Yeah, it takes a village until black men are talking about what black women need to do. Because that was the whole point of her rant. The entire point of her rant was, how dare these black men talk about us in a certain way? And it's like, you literally confirmed everything that they said in that rant. And the sad part is she talking about I had to check my brothers. Well, why you didn't tell them that instead of going live or going on your video to tell the rest of us that bullshit? We didn't want to hear that shit. You should have checked them brothers. You feel what I'm saying? And then she said something about, oh, you want to talk about us publicly, and then behind the scenes, we all you got. Well, apparently not, because you was in a room full of brothers that was with non-black women. So what are you even talking about? And here's the thing, and I gotta say this. I gotta say this to all the black women watching, okay? Queens is a borough in New York, okay? And Queen is usually the name you give your dog. Come here, Queenie. Like, you're not a queen. I'm sorry, you're not. And if you were a queen, you wouldn't be acting like that. Like, you're supposed to, if you want to be a queen, a lady, any of that shit, the last thing you're supposed to be doing is going on a video and going on a tirade like that was extremely toxic. Like, who the hell, like, bro, even if she is married, I guarantee you she is, that brother is, he's somewhere stressing. Promise.
No, he's somewhere cheating. He is. While she doing that video, he tearing some walls down. You swear this nigga was a contractor and they trying to rehab a house. He's tearing walls down.
But see, a lot of times they'll say, I noticed that's the thing that a lot of women do nowadays. The first thing they'll say is, I'm married, so that you can't call them out on being single.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Angry Man, I did a video about this woman that robbed the fucking bank. She said she had a husband. The deputy, she was a deputy. She robbed the bank. Hey, Mr. Fantastic Eyes, what up? She robbed the bank. She was a deputy of 14 years, robbed the bank for $5,000.
Oh my God.
If that's your version of set it off, $5,000. That's what I kept doing the other night. $5,000.
Oh my God.
And she answered to put it in the bank.
That's stupid as hell. Yeah. You said she put it in the bank.
Oh my. So she robbed the bank for $5,000 and then put $5,000 in the bank.
Where can I hide this money at?
Keep up with the money.
Where can I hide this at?
They put a tracker in the bag. They found the bag on front seat. She said, I don't know how they got there.
Oh my God.
And you was a deputy. Anyway, the whole idea behind this is, yes, so she lied and said she had a She said she had a husband, and I went to her Facebook page. Of course, guess what her Facebook page said she was? Single. But she told the police she had a husband. She was trying. So you're right. They say these things to try to get out of stuff. And it's easy to say, because I do it sometimes. Like if I'm on Twitter, if you watch me argue on Twitter, that shit is hilarious. Whatever they say I am, I'd make the argument against whatever they said. It said, you gay. I'm like, yes. So now we can't use that against me. Now what you gonna say? Or you broke. Yes. I will say this to get them into the real argument. But what Angry Man is saying is, no, she's saying this so you cannot question all the angry bullshit that just escaped her mouth. That shows she's not where she is, because she would have sounded more concerned had she had that situation. She sounds more hurt. Yeah. And here's the funny thing, and I'm gonna throw it to the next person, see the next hand that comes up. She said, don't generalize black women. Didn't she spend the majority of time not only generalizing black women, but generalizing black men? That's all she did.
Yep.
Next hand. All right, Snow.
One of the things that can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
One of the things that I noticed right off the bat was she said that she was in a room full of black men that told her what they did not like about black women. Instead of her accepting this information, reflecting on it, she changed the narrative and blamed black men.
No, she told them they was wrong. Yeah, right. You're right. Change the narrative. Y'all wrong. Here's what your real problem is. Go ahead and tell them why that's the thing.
Because black women, maybe women in general, are not accountable. This goes back to the original topic we were talking about earlier. Is why what's the title of your show?
Topic need to be, you have fucking fantastic cabinets and lights, sir. I've been watching this and I am wanting to change my kitchen based off your kitchen. But go ahead. The original I'm just sitting up here. I'm like, this nigga's cabinets is immaculate. That's when I realized I was old. I'm up and watch this nigga's cabinets. Like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to Lowe's.
I do love to cook. I love my kitchen. My mom and my dad taught me how to cook. So yeah, I like.
I can tell that is a great. I'm telling you, there's a great kitchen player. But just the thought behind what we were saying earlier was that it's black women's mouths. Wasn't she proving it was their mouths?
Yeah,
by her mouth.
Absolutely. Because if she was, like you said, if she was very, very concerned and forthright with it as far as being concerned about the situation, she wouldn't have come with so many teeth and nails with the way she presented it.
Can it be their mouths and the fact that they're unable to be held accountable?
So
I feel like they neck and neck right about now.
So the way women compete is they compete in the psychological and in the emotional, because they're not strong enough to overpower men, because men use strength as their power. And what I think what black women have done is they have used their power in a negative sense to fight in the psychological and in the emotional, to tear a man down to win an argument, because eventually they want to be in control.
And somebody said she was cussing. They was arguing about if she was cussing or not. Melanin brought up a really good point, and I'm glad that Snow Bandit was able to address it. Like, it's this idea of which is the worst thing. Like, they're neck and neck, and I like to hear Melanin talk about some neck. But then, but it's this idea that really it is like their mouth makes them feel in control because they're able to use their mouth. And honestly, they've seen the things they've said to men change the way men act.
Mm-hmm.
If they say you a coon for saying that and men back off, Cap was talking about something that happened earlier. Mike Epps made a comment. It's a simple comment. We'll talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
He backed off of it.
Yeah.
You said he backed off, right, Cap?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he tried to clean it up because he was getting backlash from it. Yep.
How many times have you seen men back off of comments they really meant because of how women responded?
Yeah, fuck that. I ain't doing that.
But doesn't that show a level of and I keep seeing these surprise faces that Mr. Fantastic made. Mr. Fantastic, you heard what that woman said. What were your thoughts on what she said?
A whole bunch of bullshit, unnecessary. Like I said, I find the story incredibly unbelievable too. So you're the single black woman in a secret black man meeting. Like, why are you there?
No, a married black woman in a secret meeting amongst black men at work.
Yeah, so yeah, you're the only black woman in a black man's meeting of nothing but negative things to say about black women. Sure. Yeah, so all of these things, we know how the game goes, man. It starts out as to where claims are made about black men not appreciating black women. Oh, I'm sorry, not black women, queens, right. Royalty, right? And disrespecting, of course, black women, so you disrespect yourself. Then, of course, we got you disrespect your mama. You know, your mama black. You know what was it? Mistreatment, abuse, broke, dusty. The ain't can't don't want theory is what I call it, right? Niggas ain't, niggas can't, niggas don't, niggas won't. So all of the constant stuff we hear to where black men are the problem. I didn't hear her say anything or ask the question as to why they feel that way, right? To do any research to ask if it was true that happened. Well, why do you feel this way? That's what never ever happens. And shout out to Anchorman. Me and Anchorman were on Hamp's podcast. We all know Hamp, right? And what's crazy is now we were talking about how you know, you go in a store or whatever, and you know, black women just have this snarl on their face, or you know, you hold the door open for them and they don't say thank you, and it's this rudeness, right? And we were saying this, oh, this never happens to me. This is something wrong with you niggas. There's something wrong with you niggas. Well, guess what now, Tommy? Now the non-internet niggas, the old niggas, these niggas older than us, talking about black man went viral, and he's like, you know, I was walking through the grocery store today, and I was just saying hey to these young black women, and they was like, get out my face, old ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You had some fat bitch talking about how do you buy her groceries. So damn, in order for a black man to have common decency and just he has to purchase your groceries.
Yes.
But it wore us down, Tommy, that we're telling you this thing, you know what I'm saying, and just your experience as a black man with black women, and we've been warning people of this shit for so long, bro. But like I said, I think, bro, I call it the niggas scared to get taken out of the get pussy lottery, Tommy. This is why niggas back down. This is why niggas fold. This is why niggas don't say this shit on the internet, because they feel like, oh, if I say this, man, I ain't gonna get no pussy. If, you know, black women go put a motherfucking telegram or send smoke signals out and don't, hey, put this nigga on the banned pussy list. So niggas are scared to say the shit that need to be said, man. But again, that's the difference, bro.
Cap, they got all your stuff up here. Somebody said like Willow Smith said. That's another thing, Cap.
Oh yeah, I brought that up.
I'm gonna go to Cap right quick then, since they keep calling up the stuff you said.
I think I'm with Mr. Fan. I don't know if that story is real because I find it hard to believe.
Oh no, it's complete bullshit. This is
right.
We've had 2 Tubi stories tonight.
Yes, definitely, because it's very rare that black men are in the office space with a black woman and then they're bashing a black woman in front of her, knowing that as evil as they think black women is, they go into HR on your dumbass job. So none of that, the storyline don't make sense. It sounds like she just made that up so that she could then just start talking about how evil black men are. That's it.
Yes.
And she wasn't. Yeah, you know, and got a husband, so now you can't say she ain't married. I saw this video Tommy was doing with this girl, and the girl said, called herself a queen, and Tommy was like, if you got a queen, where are your subjects? Nobody ever thinks about that part. Nobody thinks everybody, like, I don't like when people call me king. I hate it. If you ask anybody that knows me, I'm not a king. I don't like the term. Because you're giving titles to people and you don't even know if they've earned the title that you're giving them. You're giving it. If you call a bitch in the hood a queen, she ain't got to go nowhere. She's staying right on EBT. She ain't got to be a good woman. She ain't got to be a good mom. Same thing if you do with a king. And I think that's the sense of entitlement that I was talking about earlier. And that's a woman that if she does have a man, he has no boundaries on her because that mouth is running wild on that. So I just think
that is Kenya, who I'm supposed to be doing this experiment with, seeing if pulling out works or not. She and I were supposed to be working this out. But Cap, she said that it was her husband's barbershop in which this was happening. Does that make the story sound believable?
Yeah, it don't make the story more believable at all because if I'm not mistaken, she said when she's in the barbershop, her husband's barbershop, she just disregarded, and that's what she did at the office space. That's how the story
That's
went.
what she said.
Right. It was, so this wasn't that sister. She don't hear either. The one that
she been mad at us all night.
Yeah, well, that bitch don't listen. Well, that bitch need to listen because that bitch didn't listen at all. Because that's not how she told the story. The barbershop, she wasn't in the barbershop when she heard that. So I just think it's a reflective of women don't know what they want, period. When the person put in the comment section about Willow Smith, which we're going to talk about, that's another dumb woman. You know what I mean? She says, why don't men approach? And then when a man approaches her, he shits in the face. Women don't know what they want. They just want to complain. Only thing they know is when they horny, they find anything they can have sex
Now
with.
you back to where I was at the beginning of the show.
Right.
Black women just complain. You cannot win
know.
with them. When you give them attention, they get pissed. I'm sick of these motherfuckers in my face. When you ignore them, why niggas they ain't in my face? It's a weird thing.
Yeah. The main thing to where I know that she was lying is she said men were complaining about women shopping at Rainbow. I have never heard a man
ever
say,
did you get that from Rainbow?
And going to Forever 21 all the time, man. This shit's crazy. I don't know
Yeah, I ain't never heard that a day in my life. Word is gone. Word is gone.
Never. Anybody never said that.
I have complained about 9 West because the bitch I was with kept going there and that shit was hurting my pockets. I was like, bitch, you got to stay out of this 9 West. I don't know what that is.
That's why you would have let her go to Rainbow, though.
Rainbow?
That's why you would have let her go to. You would have let her go
Ain't
to
nobody
Rainbow.
complain. Hey. Hey, listen,
take the credit card. Go to Rainbow. You done gave her the credit card.
Hey, if niggas know what Rainbow is, hey, the main bops and pussy poppers wear Rainbow. Goddamn it, niggas is not gonna say that. If she going to Rainbow, then you definitely getting that pussy tonight. You hear me? You shopping at Rainbow, your pussy chances have increased by 10,000%, brother.
That's Rainbow's mantra.
Rainbow, man.
Exactly. Niggas is not gonna
Rainbow, man.
You shopping Rainbow, nigga? Shit, what's the number? Shit.
Right. You a woman ain't shopping at Victoria's Secret. She ain't Rainbow. That's where the whole shop. So yes, ain't no Rainbow. Yeah, all right. But the biggest thing that I saw in all of that is that she was making it, she was trying to set the stage for her to make her complaint, which is why I knew she was fucking lying too. And then all of the shit that she went off and named, it's like it made no sense. And like I think it was Angry Man said, she was just contradicting herself because she's just literally complaining for the sake of complaining. Yes. That's all that shit was.
Thank you. And it was.
I'm
gonna let Corey go, and then I gotta let my man Angry Man. I want him to bring it home. But go ahead, Corey.
Man, it was for that whole statement and the whole video. It was highway bribery. Basically, in a sense, what I got from it, what she said was, you ain't got no other better options out there. So you need to stop talking about it. That's why she brung up your mother. That's why she brung up all of these different other factors, sisters, daughters, cousins, and everything else. So she basically was like, y'all ain't got no better options. Y'all may go sleep with them white bitches and all the other stuff, but y'all got to come back home to us. And she just threw it all the way off to where this meeting that you were so privileged to be in with all these black men, and mostly all of them were married to outside their race, and all of a sudden they felt comfortable about talking about it in front of you when they know that they're gonna get chastised, even in social media or real life, that you dating a white bitch or a Hispanic bitch or you dating outside your race. So I couldn't. That story was hard to follow because it was so unbelievable that yeah, I was. Sometimes I kind of tune that shit out because I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's
No,
sometimes how.
it was Corey. It was more tentacles on that story than the octopus. Like
Yeah.
the story was such a lie that she just kept building lie on top of lie just because she wanted to get some shit off her chest.
Yep.
As soon as she said queen, I already knew it was gonna be some bullshit. Listen, queens, I already knew it was gonna be some bullshit. You coming out, what they do or what people do when they know that this is about to be contentious or something, they find a way to connect to people that are really going to listen to the bullshit and can't see past their bullshit. So queen is one of those buzzwords that say, oh yeah, let me talk to you, queen. Yeah, we cool. I'm on your level. And that's how she's trying to get them. And I would love to see the comments. Maybe I'll go look for that. I want to see the comments because they probably all going to give her praise and not
Or
really
you know
think.
when else I knew she was on bullshit? When she started giving a zodiac sign. Whenever a bitch say
I'm a Scorpio.
Y'all know that bitch is on Anger Man. Am I wrong? The bitch is on bullshit when she bring up.
I can't stand that shit. You Aquarius. You must be crazy.
The whole thing was bullshit. Like she was literally an obfuscating machine, like trying her best to avoid accountability. Like, can you just take the shit seriously one time? Well, maybe if this many black men keep saying this shit, maybe there's something to it. But it's like it's impossible. It's impossible for it to be. It's like the whole world conspired against black women, right? So we know that brothers will date black women regardless of their negative attitude. They brothers will admit black women are good looking, black women got banging bodies, all of this shit. We just saw a brother up here recently, just now was up here,
innocent man,
going through it. You feel me? To be with a sister. And that's most dudes. Most black men still want to be with sisters. And the sad part is this is where the disingenuous part comes in. They know they full of shit, but they know that brothers still want to be with them. So what they do is they pretend that they don't know they full of shit. Because in their mind, and it's real diabolical when you think about it. It's like, well, shit, I know you still want to be with me, so the hell with you. It's like I said, you could have a restaurant that's in the hood, and it's the only restaurant that serves a certain type of food. And everybody loves going to that restaurant, even though the service is shitty. You know what I'm saying? The freaking restaurant is dirty. It don't even matter. People still come up there. And then all of a sudden, somebody open another one down the street that's brand new. They're going to be like, well, why are you going down there? They're going to find some kind of way to shame you out of going to that new damn restaurant because they don't want to compete with it. Instead of just being like,
you talking like you a Pisces or something, angry man. You got that Pisces type of bird.
He a Gemini. He got to do. He could be one or the other. He get the duality.
But it's like, fix your shitty restaurant. Like, okay, cool. You've been able to get away with it for a while, but now you got some competition because now brothers have finally got over the whole thing about, well, you can't date outside the race, and you saw how they lost their minds when Passport Bros started becoming popular. They lost it. Like, well, we didn't want they lame asses anyway. Then why do you care?
But like your restaurant analogy though, it's like every niggas are just shopping for fucking. That's the main thing that they want. And they'll go to a dirty restaurant not knowing that there's a 5-star restaurant that serves way better fucking options, but they still like, why you gonna go all the way down there? We got some nice, dirty, ratchet pussy right here. This way you should be if you was keeping it real. You be down here fucking.
Because the other restaurant got fucking, it got moral support. It got peace. It got home cooking. It got all kinds of stuff.
I be calm. They rub your back, put the hot towel on your face. They do. They don't just tell you get the fuck out, puss ass nigga. They don't sit up there and make fun of the fact that I just had the paper to put nigga. That's why you paying for pussy. Whoa. What the fuck? You gonna make fun of me?
It's like that restaurant, those restaurants you go to where they talk shit to you. It's like
sit your bitch ass down, nigga. Somebody be over there.
We got a few of them here in Chicago.
I got a bone to pick with you, sir. Did you do this shit on purpose with that shirt, bitch ass nigga? Did you do that shit on purpose? I think you did.
What?
That bullshit ass shirt you got on.
What, ain't no bullshit ass shirt. Oh, you scared of losing? And oh my bad, I forgot.
I said you did this shit on purpose. Out of all the shirt, out of all the days you can wear that shirt with that G on the front of it. And for those who don't know what it means gay.
No.
Gay.
It means greatest. It means greatest Georgia football team. That's what it means. Greatest Georgia football team. That's what it means.
You see, did this shit on purpose. Hell, it's okay though. Melanie, I want you to. I was gonna let Angry Man wrap it up, but I do want you to wrap this up because from a woman's perspective, and you've heard what all of us men had to say about this shit. What do you think now about her 7-minute diatribe, basically making up something? Okay, let's just imagine what she said was true. That all that actually happened. For a married woman to refer to all women as queens and then say, maybe the reason these women, here's the funny thought about it. That would be like me saying, I'm sick of y'all saying the men in Atlanta are gay. We ain't gay. But maybe the reason we gay is because she said, well, black women ain't like this, but then turned around and said, maybe we're like this. But gave an excuse for why they were like the way that she said they're not like. What do you say to after you've heard all these men, you've had another go around of thinking about what she said? What do you say as a black woman about this big hard-faced woman saying this stuff?
It's a mess. Okay. I would just say this is why I feel like women shouldn't talk for that long. If you ever notice, I don't try to be long-winded when I speak. She repeated herself several times saying the same thing in different ways. I honestly think somebody said those things to her and she wanted to get it out because she wasn't being heard by whoever was trying to teach her something. So she brought it to the internet like this is something that they're saying about all black women and stuff like that. But it was really her trying to be held accountable. But she couldn't handle it. I kind of tuned it out. As soon as she said queens, like somebody else said, I knew it was some bullshit. That could have been a teachable moment. She could have, it's kind of like what I like to do. I feel like I'm being long-winded now, but it's kind of like what I like to do. I enjoy being here. So there's always information to take from listening to you guys talk. It'll teach you how to, do things better, how to behave better in men's settings. Like I don't have to overtalk anyone. And you notice, hey, melanin, those are the type of behaviors that you learn how to do. And I always get to come back because I understand male spaces. So she did a perfect job of showing and displaying why we're not heard when we speak. Yeah, I think she has some learning to do, and I'm just gonna end it there.
Yeah, I think Anger Man did a really good job of pointing out that this woman could have Anger Man and Brother Snow. This woman could have taken the time out to, I think Mr. Fantastic said it too. This woman could have taken time out to address what the men were saying. But she completely said, fuck what the men were saying.
Yep.
Right. That is an odd thing, don't you think? Like, fuck what the men are saying. And I want to, and I know everybody, it's been a long night. And I know we got family in town. I got family in town. So I want, here's one thing I want to do.
I ain't got no family in town.
You got family in the house.
In the house, yes, not in town.
They still in town, nigga.
No. Just making
What they
sure.
out of town? How you doing this shit? This nigga got a warp space over there. He done changed time continuum and shit.
It's like in Stranger Things. His family's in the upside down, like in Stranger Things.
Right. That's right.
They in town, nigga.
That's right.
I keep my family in the upside down. Yeah.
Upside down. There you go. That's a good one.
Why the hell when you said that you sounded like a 70s nigga? You sound like Ron O'Neal or something.
Yeah, I keep them jive turkeys in the upside down, Jack.
No, but it's a couple things I really want. I'm gonna go to Cap on this and then throw the rest of y'all. Cap, Mike Epps went to prison, right?
Right.
Mike Epps had to clear up a controversial comments. What was Mike Epps' controversial comments that he had to clear up?
He said to young men, we shouldn't be praising people that come home from jail. That's nothing to glorify. That's in essence what he was saying. And it's real shit when he made that statement. I think about all the time I hear in the black community when someone come home from when someone graduates from college, we don't applaud it, but the brother that come home from jail, we throw a party for him. I ain't never seen a party for a woman come home from jail, but when men come home from jail, we throw a party like it's, oh, he coming home from jail like this nigga went to Yale or he was a Navy SEAL or the president. Like they treat it like, and they got money for him. They got a cake. They trying to get him right. They trying to do all these things for him. But he went to jail for like either unaliving, shooting somebody, selling drugs. God forbid it was some type of SA act or something like that. And Mike Epps said we shouldn't glorify that because when you glorify that, you're telling the youth, man, I should go to prison. Listen, what do these young rappers think they got to do? They think they got to be a criminal so they can get lit. And then when they come home off that criminal reputation, they're going to be lit because they were criminals. So when Mike Epps made that statement, it's the realest shit ever. And Mike Epps is speaking for somebody that's been to prison and takes care of people in prison. So he's not somebody like, how like they'll say, well, you ain't never been from the hood, so you can't talk about it. He's not that guy because he's the guy that's coming from that. And that's more so what we need. What you suppose, if someone come home from prison and they saying it ain't nothing to glorify, I respect that. If they survive and they trying to teach, but when you coming home from prison and you treating it like it's a badge of honor, we should not glorify. That's a horrible example set for the youth. And I hated that he backtracked off. I hated it so much I didn't even listen to what the fuck he said. Whatever he said, because I just want the memory of him standing on business and not standing on business. And I think it's horrible when all these black people coming out, because it wasn't white people that said that that's wrong, but it was a bunch of black people that's coming at him saying that you should not do that. And that's the horrible part, because and here's what makes it more horrible. Y'all know my position on black and white, but I hate when black people have selective politics, meaning if a white person does something to somebody, they're going to say something. But when Mike Epps point out what black people are doing that's hurting black people, it's black people that want to stop him from telling the truth about what's hurting black people. And now we become our own hypocrites. That's why we never take it serious when we complain about what white people are doing, because black people don't hold black people accountable. And when they do, we shut the shit down. That's what I hate.
You notice? See, that's what I've been going through, Cap. You see what I've been going through? Like, I get it. I'm a coon. I understand. But then you call people who aren't coons that for just pointing out things that are wrong.
Yeah.
Remember, they did it to the woman who played Bill Cosby's wife. They did it to the fat woman who always talked about skinny bitches, the comedian Monique. They've done it to everybody who has ever questioned the stupid shit we do. And last I checked, people who care about you will question it. Brian, what are your thoughts on the fact that these people came after you?
Say that last part.
Man
that they came
who has
after
been
Mike.
to jail, as you heard Cap say. Cap made sure to point that part out. He's been to jail and he advocates for guys in jail, helps them out. And all he said was, I don't think we should be glorifying.
I'm gonna send you the video, Tommy. I think I got the video. What he said.
I just think it just like how we talking about the celebration thing. Even when you go back to Boys in the Hood, Ricky was getting recruited to get a full ride scholarship to go play football. No party for him. Movie starts out, Doughboy coming home from doing whatever the fuck he did in jail. We like to
I sent you the video, Tommy.
We like to amplify and keep the debauchery and the degenerate behavior that we have in our community. We like to keep it going, because if we don't, then accountability and responsibility will start to creep in, and we don't want that. They want to keep that shit, making it cool, making it the it thing to do, because ignorance is bliss. The more I keep participating in this bullshit, I'll get the encouragement from my peers, but I don't have to change. I can just keep doing it. And we've accepted that thing to be that's our culture. All of the bad shit that we do, our behaviors, our attitudes, our outlook on life, it's acceptable, and we perpetuate that by cheering it on, cheering it on. Black people love this whole struggle, fucked up life mentality, and when we have opportunities to get out of it, we shun it. We get away from it. We don't salute and support the person that gets themselves out of the hood. We want to keep them in there. Oh, you ain't keeping it real. Oh, you didn't change. Why the fuck shouldn't I change? Are we really just accepting this life that we're living in and this community that we live in, where everybody's trying to kill each other, fighting each other with the little shit that we have? We're too busy fighting amongst ourselves for these crumbs. And when somebody goes outside of that, then now they're shunned and they're not keeping it real, and they are coon, like you said, or they're not a part of the community because they hate themselves and they hate black people and they hate black women. No, we just want something better. And why do we continue to do that to each other, no matter what it is? If it's not the fuck shit that we're on, then you're the outcast.
Yep. Hey, I'm gonna let the rest of you guys see this before I let you guys' opinion come in, so you guys get the benefit of actually hearing what Mike Epps said.
Brave young man. There's no reward for coming home after 30 years. You don't get no fucking care package. You are a failure. Get your ass out here and help these kids. Pay that back forward. You see what I'm saying? That's the reward. I got niggas all the time come straight home. If I don't do what they want me to do for them, I'm a sellout. I'm a suck ass.
Right.
I done did the whole bit with them. I done been to Walmart 100 times, J paying and meeting guards, doing all kind of shit I ain't supposed to be doing, fucking with you. But
as soon as you say no one time,
they done forgot about the other 99 times you said yes. Those are the wrong journeys to celebrate, young men. There's no reward for coming home after 30 years. You don't get no fucking care package. You are a failure. Get your ass out here and help these kids. Pay that back forward.
Yeah, that was it. That was the whole thing, Tommy. Yep. I don't see nothing wrong in that statement that he made.
And look, and what he's doing is talking.
I don't either.
Well, think about it. He's talking about tough love. He's saying, "Oh, nigga, you did what it took to get you them 30 years. You need to come out here and keep somebody else from doing 30 years."
Yep. But we don't even respect that. We don't even respect that. I remember when what's the dude with the Wallow? He was talking to what's the rapper name? Not King Von.
Young Thug.
Lil Durk.
He was talking to Lil Durk and them little niggas about the very shit that they were doing. And Lil Durk went and still did the shit.
Yeah.
He still stayed with that street shit no matter. He was just committed to
and Wallow spent a lot of time in jail, so he's speaking from experience.
Exactly. And he was telling them, I'm from this shit. I done did this. Ain't what y'all niggas want to do. Y'all niggas are in a situation where you don't never have to go through what I went through, and yet and still they were steady drawn back into it. So it's like even when they have an out, we won't even respect the person who's trying to keep us out and trying to tell us, like what Mike Epps was saying, this is the shit y'all need to be doing to keep these kids from making the 30-year mistake you made. But even when you do that to them, they still gravitate towards that and say, I'm doing this.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm
gonna go to Mr. Fantastic, but you selling your own people poison, man. You got these kids sitting around you like you Jesus or
you
something.
God Almighty.
Like you God Almighty. Yeah.
You are not.
And what was the
That's
response?
what you are.
And what was the response? Shut up, old man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old Dunner man gave him a kidney shot, broke him down. Old ass man.
He shot that nigga at
stood,
the end.
that nigga stood on business though.
Yeah, that nigga shot that nigga at the end. He shot the shit out of that.
Your soul is
Your soul is required in hell.
That motherfucker, he used that old 1932 German.
That guy old as shit.
I'm surprised that gun still fire, Mr. Fantastic.
Hey, if he hadn't died from that damn bullet, he would have damn sure died from the infection.
Yeah, tetanus shot like a motherfucker.
You know that bullet was old as shit.
There's all kind of rust and gangrene on them bullets.
Sorry, sir, you have sepsis. Yes. Bullet was ancient.
Okay. But Mr. Fantastic, you know, we grew up in an era in which it was kind of different where, yeah, the niggas in jail got credit, but we also had other niggas. Like it wasn't all one way. But you just talked about Wallow and you said Young Thug. It's all one way now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Mike Epps should have apologized for what he said? Because he has now.
No, and that's the worst thing, man. I hate that. The same thing that fucking Stephen A. Smith pussy ass did. And what makes it so bad is, you know, these are men of that age group that are supposed to be the elders and supposed to be experienced and supposed to stand on that. Masculinity is just that. You got to be comfortable saying uncomfortable shit. That's the big part of being a man, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. Unfortunately, he done tried to walk it back, and the craziest part about it was like his biggest detractor is Blueface right now. Okay, Blueface. Okay, so again, man, we got somebody that's got, you know, a lot of life experience, successful, wisdom, all these different things, saying the right thing, but then, you know, bending the knee, mainly because why? I told y'all, man, this whole prison culture celebration and criminality celebration thing we have, we got to fix this shit. I don't know how and why it's got here, but even the regular people, the non-street people are expected to live by the street code and play by street rules. Specifically going back to the Young Thug and Wallow shit, he said, I don't even believe nobody should tell. You're a Christian, you shouldn't tell. And it's dumb shit that niggas get to tell because they motherfucking rappers, right? Niggas that and Young Thug's named a good rapper. But yeah, man, unfortunately, I was just talking about this on Monday about how, you know, niggas literally celebrate and praise niggas coming home from jail, and, you know, niggas graduate college, nobody cares. Niggas come back home from war, nobody cares. Military stuff like that, any other accomplishments, niggas don't care. Even graduating college, niggas don't care. But a nigga get his GED in prison. Oh yeah, he got his GED. He got his degree in okay, the nigga could have did all the shit free without going to fucking prison to do it. You know, and not to mention, like Judge Joe Brown said, if a man serves more than 5 years in the penitentiary, there's a 92% chance that he is either voluntarily or involuntarily being involved in sexual contact. Okay.
Now, I don't know why you are trying to talk like me, Fantastic, because that is not how I talk. Okay, that's a crackhead move. You're obsessed with crackheads.
I said what I said, brother. Listen, 92%.
We got dueling Judge Browns on the show.
Now, what you have to understand is that it was a long time ago. You know, every time I tell a story, I just happen to also be there when it happened. Okay, so the reason why you have these issues going on with these black women is because, you know, back in, I think it was 1945, You know, I was a beef salesman.
But you said it's a 92% chance what he said. Like again, that got to go back to what it's got to go back to something fantastic, because black women are always talking about these down low men. But like you just pointed out, one of the groups with the largest amount of down low men, because they've done things that they want to hide now that they're free.
Yeah. And Tommy, I told you, even a lot of the reason why black women have the highest rate of HIV and a lot of these things in this bro, prison culture, they have brought this shit back out to the West, and all these niggas put their legs up in the air, Lamborghini door leg niggas. We're not gonna go too far. Right? But again, these undercover brotherfuckers.
Don't you say nothing, Tommy.
All this shit. That's why I said we're not gonna do that. Okay. But the undercover brother, all that shit, man. Again, all that shit's prison culture, man. You know, syrup or jelly. It was always these Fleece Johnson and all this other shit, man. So again, man, I just think the way that prison culture and criminality, man, again, just has so much reverence and so much respect, bro. That's a problem that we gotta get rid of, dog. Because like I say, it's just counterproductive. There's nothing positive that comes out of it.
But the women are choosing that guy. They're choosing on purpose that guy, which everybody's saying that's not a good look. Think about how many of these women who work COs
in the prison. And remember the dude in Maryland, Angry Man, we talked about this shit at length. I think that was like shit when I first started doing it. It had to be early around 2020 or 2020, 2019 time frame. It was a dude either in Maryland or Jersey, one of the two. Tommy, he got 3 different COs pregnant, bro. 3 different ones. Same nigga.
Yeah.
Tommy, it's a girl in Millersville, Tommy. Girl in Millersville just got caught up this year.
And that's coming home. That y'all niggas is laying with this bitch while she's laying with that guy at work. That's coming home, and then they'll blame it on the regular black guy, which is what we were listening to with that woman. Go ahead, Angry Man. That woman who was talking on that video, she was blaming every black man for the decision she made that was wrong. Y'all see how we talked to that man earlier today, Angry Man. We all told him he was making bad decisions.
Right.
We didn't blame it on black bitches. We didn't blame that on these black women. No.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
I said we was fair.
I
mean, we was fair because the more we heard the story, we thinking he just simping for this evil black woman. But then the more we hearing it, we like, nah, this nigga is the problem. That's the difference between men and women. If this was a panel of women outside of Melanin, I separate her from this conversation. But if it was a panel of women, no matter what she would have said, it would have been his fault.
Yep.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even dug deep. The Angry Man came in asking questions. Brian came in asking questions. Everybody was digging deep. Was like, nah, I need to hear more about this story, bro.
It ain't lining up right. Yeah, it ain't lining
up. You notice women don't do that with each other. That woman who was talking, one of y'all, I can't remember who it was, said, I'd love to see the fucking comment section of this woman's video.
Yeah, I said that.
Corey, just to hear what the fuck. Yeah, see how I pay attention, Corey. Go ahead, Angry Man. Jump in. What is your thoughts of how this man, after spitting what seemed like good shit, and you could tell he sound tired. If you look at the video, I'm glad you let us see that, Cap. He looked fed up with the fuck shit, is what he was speaking from. I'm fed up with the fuck shit mindset. What happened, Angry Man?
Well, the thing with Mike Epps is he encounters the same thing that any black man encounters once he becomes successful. He starts to see the bullshit for what it is. And the unfortunate part is all of the decisions that he's made that has caused him to get tangible results. He tries to apply that back to his community, and they slap him in the face for it. So it's like, what is he supposed to do? Like he's trying to do what he thinks he's supposed to do, which is, wait a minute, we can't be celebrating this shit. Like it's things you'll notice when you're younger that you may participate in that shit, and then when you get older, you get a little wiser, you experience life a little more. You look back at it, man, that was some bullshit. And then you try to tell people, yo, man, we got to stop doing that shit. But what you find is they're not willing to listen to you when you're telling them to put the blunt down as much as they do when you passing them the blunt. That's the problem. When you passing them the 40, it's cool. When you're telling them to sit it down, what's wrong with you? You ain't keeping it real?
Yeah.
Angry Man, you're a movie connoisseur. Isn't that what Eddie Murphy ran into in Trading Places?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Because in fact, that's a perfect example, because when he was in the house, he wanted to flaunt that he had money and shit until he started noticing how they was treating the damn crib. And it wasn't even his crib that long.
No.
But he's like, man, look at how they doing this shit. Who has been putting their cools out on my floor? He was mad. He told me, yo, man, get out. Like, everybody get the hell out, you know? So, yeah, like, you get that different mentality, and you could tell.
And what did he say to the white man when he said, but those were your friends? What did he say to that white man?
He said, them ain't my friends.
Them's freeloaders.
Them some freeloaders just want.
And if you listen to what Mike Epps said, it's him, he was sitting there, he said, you do for these motherfuckers 99 times in a row. And the one time you say no, you a sellout.
Yep. But that's how we are. We are so caught up in that victim mentality to where we want to think we ain't got this, and if we just had a chance, we would. Yeah, but if you don't earn it, you won't respect it, and you won't take care of it. And just like he said, he was doing for these niggas, putting money on their books, paying everything for years. Like he said, I did a 30-year bid with a nigga, so that means he was taking care of this nigga as best he could for 30 years. Then a nigga,
you know, a nigga was really doing it when he could say J-Pay. Because if he wasn't doing it, he wouldn't know what that was.
Know what J-Pay was. I knew what J-Pay was when he said it. Right.
Yeah. So that lets you know. But it's like that's one of the, even when it comes to parenting, we as parents, you can't reward bad behavior, and you, even no matter what you got and how much you got, you have to teach your kids the work ethic and how they got to earn the shit that they get. Because when you don't, they're going to think they're entitled to it, and you supposed to do this. They going to have that attitude like in Baby Boy. What did that nigga P tell Tyrese? Nigga, how I'm supposed to find you a job? Because you my man. Like, nigga, you just got this expectation for me to do for you, even though I can. But if you're not trying to get it yourself and you're not willing to work or earn what it is that you want, you won't respect it, and you won't take care of it, and you're gonna shit on it. That's why they was putting the cool cigarettes out on Eddie Murphy's floor. Fuck the fact that my boy done came up, my boy got something nice, and I'm gonna, make sure I take care of his shit and not disrespect it. Nah, fuck that nigga. We niggas. Put that cool out on that nigga carpet, whatever it is. That's what they will do.
That's a hater.
Brian, when they put that cool out on that carpet, what they were saying in their mind is, oh, he can afford it. He got money. That means they don't value his shit.
Yo, couch.
Not even that. Hold on. Listen to
I was going to bring that up too.
Corey, I'm gonna let you go, but listen to what Melanin said. She said they're haters. They are doing that to you to cause you to despair. They don't respect you or where you've gotten. A lot of y'all will run into people who don't want to see you up and will try and help get you down. And you think that's your
why
motherfucking.
You think most black people's circle is small?
Yeah,
that's why their circle is small, because of that.
Absolutely.
And you find that out like when you all at the bottom, you all straight. And what's supposed to happen is if you see a brother rising up, he's supposed to get support on his rise up. She's supposed to get support. But what you find out is they only like you if you all like them. Because
that's why Angry Man said they like you when you passing the blunt. They like you when you passing the bottle, because you where they at.
Yeah. But when you decide to do something different, if you content with where you at, no matter what the other person does, you should be content where you at. If you see them up and you want to be where they at, you know what you got to do? You got to do what they did to get up, and then you could be up there with them. But why complain because you not doing it? Like, that's what we do. We get mad because we ain't doing what they doing, and so now we get this hatred for them when that's not supposed to exist. You're supposed to congratulate your brother no matter where he's at.
How dare you stop cheating on your bitch, nigga? We both we out cheating on our bitches.
You gonna be good. You gonna be a good nigga now.
Right.
Hey.
He holding his vows. What kind of shit? I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ricochet your ass like John Lithgow. I'm gonna stick you with something. Yeah, you ever seen Ricochet?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hook you up with a bitch that I know got some shit, some gonorrhea to give to your ass. Put you in there, had a bitch come fuck you while you're on hair off.
That man, he came home. His wife was so happy to see him come home. She said they said everything is fine except except he got
was a white woman,
gonorrhea.
by the way. White woman gave him gonorrhea, by the way.
Your man been kidnapped. You glad he back home? Man, we checked him over. Everything good. Except he got gonorrhea. What did the kidnappers do?
I was on heroin, baby. They drugged me. You a lie, motherfucker.
And Brian, then they done sent the tape home.
Yeah. Now they gotta watch it.
Exactly.
Now that was diabolical right there. They did that.
Johnny,
that word fits right there. That word fits perfectly.
Yes.
Wow. How did they do this? And you got to sit up there and watch this shit. Go ahead, Corey. Tell them about the time they told your wife that tape.
So I'll take what Mike Epps said, very personal. One thing is why I can relate to it is when I got back from Iraq, my first tour, my mother's cousin, which was like her sister, so I looked at it as an auntie. She came by to see me. I just got back, and then my homeboys was supposed to come see, but I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to pick them up. And she looked at me, she said, "Wait a minute, you just got back home from Iraq. Why you going to pick them niggas up? They couldn't make their way over here to come see you. You got to pick niggas to come up and kick with you. Them ain't your friends." And I took that to heart because when they came home from jail, they would make their way to go see everyone else. They would go kick it with them. They would bring bitches. They would do all these different things, right? And they would celebrate that they just got out of jail. Let's have a party. Let's go get drunk. Take this nigga to the strip club. Get him some pussy and everything else. But when I got home from Iraq, from a war zone, it was I had to go pick you niggas up because y'all didn't care enough about the fact that I just came back from a war zone. And so, yeah, of course, I don't kick it with them now. And I had to learn a harsh lesson that them weren't your friends. Of course, they used me for whether he just got home, he got some money on him, he getting benefits, he get this, he getting that. Let me use your car, blah, Skippy. I can't put all the blame on them because I should have seen them coming a mile away, but that blame is on me, right? But there's something wrong in our culture that he pointed out. And I think what it is, he put that mirror up and said, "Look at yourself. You're a fucking mess." Because y'all celebrate that you're a fucking mess and you don't want to change it. And that hurts them. My mother always said the truth hurts. She always told me the truth hurts. And when he brought that out of them and said, "Hey, you shouldn't celebrate." I've been saying this for years. When I was on Clubhouse, on here, or anybody else, I told him, I said, "No, you don't celebrate that your homeboy just came back from jail. He a real motherfucker. He just held it down. Your homeboy, no, stop committing crime with him. You shouldn't be committing crime. You shouldn't be committing crime with him." If somebody, and a lot of times I tell my students, don't hang with people that's gonna put you in a situation where you gotta use your firearm. Because them motherfuckers don't care about you. As soon as you pull that gun out and you have to use it, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna have to go through that court case. They're gonna go through all of your shit. They're gonna look at social media. They're gonna look at what led up to this. And when you go to jail, they're gonna be fucking your bitch while you in jail. When you in jail, they're gonna be riding around and your stuff are saying that they're gonna send you some little stuff on JPay. They're gonna send you all this other stuff, but they're gonna be living a life free while you're locked up and whatnot. One other thing that I think about, they treat. I think sometimes we treat. No, I'm gonna put it this way: with black women, treat the niggas that go to jail as if they the real niggas or if they the real men, or is it they really going to come back and make a change because they went to jail for that one time, or he's going to change? It's a dude now that I know he's in and out of jail. He's steady, constantly in and out of jail. But you ain't never seen him without a bitch though.
Ever.
Never seen him without a bitch.
I ain't never seen a nigga that's. Go ahead, Melon.
No worries. I was just I was just gonna say that this is another form on the attack on masculinity. What Mike Epps said was so powerful that to me, I feel that he had to walk it back and apologize because women got offended. Most of the men that go to jail come from single mother households.
That's what I was going to say.
So the fact that he's saying it with such a, like when I heard him say it, it's just, you just hear the power of a man, a father. This is why I'm big on the nurturing stage. You have, as a woman, as a mother with your son, you have him for about, until he's about 3 or 4, 5 if we're pushing it. But he needs to be with his father because there's so much that he needs to know. Everything that you guys have said, each one of you has been the most valuable information for a young man to be a man. He needs to know these things. And he had to walk it back and apologize because women, and I would even say some of the rainbows, didn't appreciate that. And so he had to walk it back and apologize for something because it's too manly in this world of trying to make it feminine and the woman reigns.
Which is funny. You're right. He was holding men accountable. No woman should be mad about this. But as Snow was trying to say, go ahead, brother.
Well, Melanin did take my point, but I'll try to add on to that.
She stole your thunder, but fuck that shit. Go reign somewhere else.
Yeah, my father, may he rest in peace, was a warden for 40 years, and we used to talk about this. And one of the things that he noticed, he and his colleagues noticed, and this was back in the 70s, was that the majority of incarcerated men came from single mother households. He was also part of the trustee camp of the prison at one point. He noticed that the best candidates for trustee individuals came from 2-parent households, had both mother and the father. Now, to go back to what Melanie was going to say, I was going to say, with those celebrations, who's usually having those celebrations? Is it the mother or the father? It's usually the mother. A lot of times, fathers are usually the ones that are disciplinarians. Mothers are the ones that are enablers. That celebration is to kind of hide the fact that that son came out of prison and did something bad, because women don't like to be exposed for being part of something that was negative. Therefore, they have the celebration.
Yeah, and just to prove what Melanie was saying is true about those children wanting to be with their father. My son is 5 now, and probably within the past 6 to 8 months, he's now gotten into that phase where he want to go everywhere I go. He wants to follow me. He wants to be my shadow. He's been wanting to get his hair cut like mine for the past 6, 7, 8 months. But his mama just she didn't want to let him go because he got like the Patrick Mahomes going. But she finally had to give in and say, hey, I told her, I said, you got to let him do this because he's been asking for it, because he's now at that point to where, Daddy, what you doing? Where you going? I want to go. I'm going to the store. I want to go. I want to be. Those kids, they get to that point to where they want to be with their father, especially boys. That's why it's so important to not have this co-parenting mentality, but being in the house with your kids. That matters most. That is the most important thing. When you there with them every single day, that's the big difference.
That's really cool, because I always wanted a son to be my shadow, but I realized I had to get a woman from Sudan pregnant for that to happen.
There you go.
There he is.
Hey, I'm gonna take this more. Hey, I'm about to roll out, man. I'm about to roll out. I appreciate y'all, man. It was an excellent panel, excellent show, man. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Shout out to Tommy, Melanin, relationship.
Yeah, we all about to get out of here. I got about to end it with this colorism joke. I'm glad y'all didn't get offended about a colorism joke. But Mr. Fantastic, I don't appreciate how they said Mr. Fantastic was going to sleep, and he wasn't. I'll tell y'all, Mr. Fantastic listen a lot. He pay attention.
Yeah, I wasn't going to sleep. I was on my phone
Hey man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Before I go, just to let y'all know, I got a new scent for women. It's available now. It's called, let me see, it's called Sweet. All right. It's called Sweet. New scent I got for Bezos be so damn funny. New scent for women. I'm sorry, for men rather. This is Sincere. This is the platinum version. I didn't get time to make the gold version. This right here is, if you want to know what my number one scent that I wear right now. I'm so thankful that my nails don't be dirty, because I never think about my nails I'm putting on the screen, but I'm so thankful they don't be dirty. But if you want to talk about an absolute clean, my favorite scent right now is this right here. Sincere, the platinum one. The gold one is good too, don't get me wrong, but I can't stop wearing this made of body butter and wearing it. I got a 50% off sale. Make sure you take advantage. I might add, I can't add the hair crack as 50% off. Maybe I could do 20% off or something like that. But until next time, I'm probably gonna do a live. I don't have a scheduled live stream tomorrow besides the Car Chronicles, but I'm probably gonna do an evening live stream. I'm not sure. So until next time, Shalom Israel.